Right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. How's everyone doing today? Um, Hopefully everyone is okay. I know I am doing great. I know I am doing great. And welcome to this brand new stream where we're going to be talking about The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom getting its first real gameplay demonstration for the game. So this is the first one ever. It's exciting. Looking forward to the gameplay, of course. The stream, in terms, at least I don't know if it's even a stream. It just says gameplay will be up at 10 a.m. So it looks like it's not going to be a live stream. It's not going to be like a direct. It's just going to be a gameplay video, like a little presentation. I'm not sure exactly the format. Maybe like the Sakurai Presents, maybe like those, but those were way longer. Those were like, sometimes 30-40 minutes long per character. So it's going to be very interesting to see exactly how this gets done. But of course, I'm here to get your predictions, your thoughts, your messages, and all that good stuff. So you guys can let me know in the chat. Jose, you're the man. I can get a shout out to my son and daughter, Marcel and Marceri. Is it Marisa? Hey, what's up to Marcel and Mauricia? Shout outs, Maurice. Thank you for coming through. What's up, Ant Ball? Welcome. What's up, Real Gamer? Not a huge Zelda fan, but I love Breath of the Wild. Can't see the Tears of the Kingdom gameplay. Well, then you're a big Zelda fan. Then, if you're into Breath of the Wild, that means you're a Zelda fan now. Let's see here. Dark Beat Andy, what's good? Welcome. Let's see about Breath of the Wild story. It's not so bad, to be honest, but I'm looking forward to it. Breath of the Wild lore is much better than the actual story. So the storytelling maybe isn't the best, but the lore within Breath of the Wild is very, 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 very good. Let's see here. But the story's great. It's like a fantastic setup and everything. Some people just didn't like how it was like through memories and stuff like that. But the actual lore and like what like the story of like the Calamity War and all that stuff's really good. That's the most compelling Zelda story that I've listened to. I mean, like, I like Zelda stories, but I always think that Zelda lore is better than the actual stories in terms of how it's told. I'm not a fan of exactly how they tell their stories, but the lore behind it, like the Zelda timeline and all that, is very, very, very good. But I mean, if I was to pick like games that do like better storytelling, I would pick like Mass Effect over Zelda easily, in terms of how the story's told. But the actual lore behind it is as good as any game out there. Legendary morning to everyone. What's up, OJ? What's up, man? Welcome. Thanks for making my morning work better. No problem, Rigo. Welcome. Divine Zenith, what's good, man? Hey, what's up, Mr. Pereira? Welcome. Welcome. Yo, what's up, King Cagney? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs to the dual sub on there. And you're on the grind early, too early in the morning for everyone. Well, some people, if you're like in the UK or something, it's like, what is it? Like noon or like afternoon or something. It's like past noon, right? So it's not morning everywhere, but yes, I am up bright and early, for me at least. It's I was up by 4 something a.m. and I had a little bit of an issue. I couldn't get the stream started exactly the time that I wanted to get started at, but we could have been live a little bit earlier, but that's okay. That is okay. I'm at work, ready to get paid to watch Zelda. Hey, man, that's what you got to do. Let's look for New Orleans. Hey, shout outs to New Orleans. Let's go. Oh, wow. Going live almost 2 hours before the presentation. Well, I said that I would yesterday. It was supposed to be 2 hours. I was actually ready to go by 5, but I had some issues pop up. Michael Graham, what's up, man? Welcome. Coming from Florida. Shout outs. Let's go. Watch out for those gators. Let's see here. What's up, Platinum Phantom? Welcome to the stream. I'm at work, so it's calm, so I can hang around. All right. Shout outs, Jay Davey. Wonder if we'll see the UI if we're not viewing the map world, the Sheikah slate. It'd have to be displayed frequently. Well, just relax. I mean, we'll see. We'll see about all that, AB James. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll show something. They'll show something. I mean, it says gameplay, so if it's gameplay, I'm guessing we'll see the UI. I mean, I don't know how you show gameplay with I mean, I guess you can go HUDless, which I think there is a HUD-less display, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll show like gameplay, because that's what they said. They said gameplay, so I'm guessing that would include the UI at times, but we'll see. What's up, Nen? Welcome. Would you like to release the demo for the the prologue? The demo like the prologue? Yeah, that'd be cool, but they're not going to. They don't really release Zelda demos, like prologue demos. I don't recall. I mean, they might have done it before. Like they've done it, like I think, like on discs before, like promotional discs. But I mean, that's not something they've done like recently when it comes to Zelda games. So I mean, it'd be cool, but I doubt they would do it. Let's see here. What's good, OJ Ninjas? Super hyped for today? Yes, I'm hyped. I am very hyped for today. Giuseppe, yo, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate that. Yo, shout outs Travis, appreciate it. What's up from Louisiana? Let's go. Yo, what's up, David Parker? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, sir? Welcome. Of course, you guys can continue giving me your opinions on what you think is going to happen today. What's up, Tommy Raiku? Morning, chilling while waiting till after 10 to play some more of my guitar. Okay, shout out to Tommy. Let's go. Can't wait for the game, OJ. I want everything Zelda Nintendo releases this year. Yeah, we'll see what else. Hey, what's up, B2 Collects? I saw you in here earlier. What's up, Blunsy? Welcome. You feel the OLED will be announced today? I don't know if the OLED will be announced today. No, I think that might be later, but we'll see. We'll see. They said gameplay though. I'm only going based off what Nintendo said. Nintendo didn't say like they're going to be doing any type of like I think that if it was maybe like a Zelda Direct, maybe there's like OLED and Amiibo news and all this other stuff, but it's not a Zelda like Tears of the Kingdom. It's just gameplay presentation. So I'm guessing that there isn't going to be anything else, but there could be. But I'm guessing it's just 10 minutes of just game. I'm going only based off what they said. Let's see. Prediction will be Zelda plus Animal Crossing gameplay. Yeah, right. Dragonair. Oh, man. Let's see. A demo for the game is also possible. Nintendo releases demos for less popular games. I mean, it depends, right? Like, sometimes they might do some stuff to where you can, like, play a slice of the game. But, you know, recently, it's been something to where, like, their biggest games, they don't. For example, like, Splatoon's a massive game. They'll release the Splatfest demos, right? Like where you can check out the game beforehand. So, I mean, it's not just like their smaller games. Splatoon is a massive franchise now, and they do release demos for that. So I think it's really a case-by-case basis, you know, if it makes sense, right? Hey, what's up, Killer Ninja? Shoutouts, man. Thanks for coming over to Twitch. Let's go. Do you think they'll be showing gameplay that makes Tears of the Kingdom stand out from Breath of the Wild? I'm pretty sure they will. I mean, obviously, they'll show some new stuff. If you looked at the trailer from last time they showed, that actually made it stand out. I mean, a lot of you guys are more casual fans, so you don't notice some of the things. But I mean, if you watch, like, let's say a seasoned content creator, like, let's say Zeltix, he can point out 5 million things that they've done that improves upon Breath of the Wild to Tears of the Kingdom, just from, like, looking at the trailers that they've shown, in terms of just enemies and stuff like that. But I mean, a lot of you guys are just, like, super casual when it comes to Breath of the Wild, which is fine. I am too. But yeah, they've already shown a number of things that separates it from Breath of the Wild, to be honest. I mean, the vehicles, just the first part. I mean, the sky areas, that's another part. Those are two already pretty big changes, considering there's no vehicles outside of the Master Cycle, and you can't go into the skies like that in Breath of the Wild. So that's already two pretty huge changes. What's up, Jeffrey Tucker? Welcome. Good to see you here, man. Welcome. What's up, Jay Davey? They might show a bit of the crafting system. Yeah, we'll see about that. Let's see if they show that. That'd be really cool. I'd be down for that. It comes out in about an hour, right? Yeah, it's 7 a.m. PT, 10 a.m. Eastern. So the time is right here, Duck. Time is right here on the screen. Let's see here. Good to see you here, though. Welcome to the stream. Hope they make a Coliseum to Arena where you can replay every boss fight or create enemy hordes to fight. I don't think there's going to be any enemy creation hordes to fight. I don't think there's going to be anything like that. A boss rush might be possible, but I don't know about like creating a different like stuff, and probably not. Do you think the gameplay will be only from the very beginning of the game? Probably. They don't want to spoil the game, so yes, it'll probably be from the beginning. Hope they get rid of the annoying weapon breaking. They might keep it, but they might have it to where you can upgrade your weapons and stuff like that. So we'll see. What's up, OJ? No marketing gang, let's go. Hey, shout outs, man. No marketing gang while everybody's on Twitter marketing it for. you think we'll get a new Donkey Kong game announced this year? It's possible, John. It's possible. Check out some of my videos where I've discussed that already. What's up, Jeffrey? Welcome. Shout outs, dude. Welcome to the stream. Jeffrey Augustine. We got 2 different Jeffreys here. Let's see here. What are your hopes for combat improvements, if any? Well, just new weapons, new abilities, stuff like that. Hopefully like a blacksmith type to help repair weapons, if weapons even break. Because they might not even have weapon breaking in the game. You know, who knows? Morning boss, not a big Zelda guy myself, but hyped to catch the stream regardless. This year's filled with the brim with bangers. Finished RE4, looking forward to Final Fantasy 16 and Zelda. I don't know why people say they're not a big Zelda game, but Zelda guy, and then you're looking forward to Zelda. That means you're a Zelda guy now. If you're looking forward to it now, you're a Zelda guy now. You know, if you're looking forward to it, some dude. Also kind of like weapon system in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I think it's a polarizing topic. Some people really like it because it adds challenge to the gameplay, and then other people, there's a lot of like casual gamers and like a lot of people, not even casual gamers, just people who just don't like it, but there's a lot of people who feel like it shouldn't be in there because they feel it's annoying, like the combat is challenging enough and all that, and other people look at it as like, okay, well it's a challenge, so therefore like it makes you think more, and that's kind of more where I'm at. Like I'm fine if they take it away, but if they keep it in there, that's fine, because like it actually creates a challenge, you know, annoying challenge at times, but it does create one. Let's see here. Towery says, let's see. I guess I need to finally beat Breath of the Wild. LOL. Okay, yeah, you're definitely a fraud, Towery Games. It's been how many years now, man? What's the rumors with Skies of Arcadia remaster? I'll talk about that later. I don't really feel like talking about it right now, but we'll discuss it like in a later video. My story with Breath of the Wild is I bought it in 2018, hated it, traded it, bought it again in 2019, still hated it, dated a girl in 2021 and said she'd give it another chance. I did. 10 out of 10 game. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't think you haven't made up your mind. You have not made up your mind yet. So I didn't want it to end. Nah, that's cap, bro. You can beat the game and then you can just still play it after you're done with the game. What are you talking about? It still lets you play around in the game after you beat it. That's cap. So the sequel's going to eclipse predecessor without a shadow of doubt. Nintendo invested too much time, money, and resources with little to no margin for error. Yeah, the game's going to be great. People are gonna like it. It's going to be really good. It'd be awesome if you can fix your weapons. Yeah, exactly. It'd be cool. I'm down to give it a chance to be open-minded. All right. I'm normally pretty casual, but I've never had a problem with weapons. Repair system would fix everything for those people. Almost everything. I think people still get annoyed, but it would be a bit better, right? Than it not have, because like you have like these cool weapons that you get, and like you're like, oh well, it just breaks. I can't fix it. So I mean, even if it was like broken and like later, or like let's just say it regenerates, you know, that would have been fine for people too. Yo, what's up, Danny? Danny Patak with the tune-in tier pledge. Thank you so much, Danny. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Thank you so much for becoming a tune-in tier member. Let's go. Any hopes for traditional Zelda dungeons? My biggest wish for Breath of the Wild would make Tears Kingdom best created, in my point. I think that there is, but here's the problem, and which I've said this before with dungeons, like, if you want people to explore the open world, you can't make all these big, massive, elaborate dungeons, because if you look at past Zelda games, all the open worlds in those games suck, right? So I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. Is like, you can't really do both, believe it or not. Like, you can't make it to where these crazy dungeons that are all focused and themed around, okay, you got to get this to get this, and then also have this massive open world with the sky and underground and all that. It's going to get to the point to where it's not focused, right? Where it's kind of like, it's clashing game design. So I don't think that there's going to be some like big elaborate dungeons like last time, because Breath of the Wild sold 15 million times more than any previous Zelda game. So I doubt they're going to go back to that formula, which is what you're looking for. You're looking for, I go to a dungeon, I get this weapon, I do this, I do this, I do this, and then that solves that. Like, that's probably not going to be back. However, are there going to be dungeon-like areas potentially, like where they have like some of that stuff? Yes, but they're not going to make it a focus like previous Zelda games, because Breath of the Wild is not structured that way. And like I said, if they did structure Breath of the Wild that way, it just wouldn't work. I personally don't think it would work, because if you look at like the original Zelda's dungeons are like nothing, right? They're just all the same colors and stuff like that. And really the game was about the open world. It was about exploring outside. And that's what they were doing with this game. So I doubt they're going to go back to how it was before, because Twilight Princess open world sucks. Skyward Sword kind of open-ended areas kind of suck. I mean, they're not great. Wind Waker's open-ended areas are okay, but they're very basic compared to Breath of the Wild, right? So I doubt they're going to go back to that structure and formula. Traditional dungeons haven't been confirmed, they're probably in there, but it's not going to be a focus, guys. I highly doubt it's going to be, there's all these dungeons and you're going to do this. They're not going to focus on that. They're going to focus on the open world. That is the focus of the game. Will there be better dungeons? Because right, you have like the Divine Beasts or whatever last time, right? That were kind of like dungeons, but they were not good. Maybe, yeah, you have like a few of those, but those weren't the focus. Those were even skippable, you know? So I do think that they might put some in there, but I highly doubt that it's going to be the centerpiece of the Zelda games like in previous traditional ones. So no, I'm going to say no to that one, but I'm pretty sure there might be some traditional dungeons in there, but don't expect it to be the focus. The focus is going to be like the previous game, where you're outside most of the time, or you're doing the new underground, or you're in the sky areas. Like, I think that's what the focus of the game is going to be. So yeah. I did see some of the art book looks. I made a video on it if you want to check out more of that, what I think, Riley. But I didn't see everything. I only saw a little bit of it. The 100 years thing's a little much. We're not supposed to believe Zelda has been holding Ganondorf for 100 years, please. No, if you play the game, then you know how it gets done, or if you look up the lore. But I mean, it's not, Justin, it's not real. Like, I don't know why you're equating like realism to a fantasy video game. You know what else aren't real? Like Guardians running around with like, you know, like this is not supposed to be equating to like a real life. So I don't understand that logic. It's like, oh, well, she can't hold her off for 100 years. Who the hell says he can't? What do you mean, bro? It's a fantasy game. Am I supposed to actually believe that there's a little elf dude that can survive 100 years? That's been in stasis for 100 years? Am I supposed to actually believe that there is a, what's it called? A sky rotating platform thingy that I can drive around like this? Am I supposed to actually believe that I can shoot a light arrow? Like, what? Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, I think it won't be too much of a focus. Yeah, it'll probably be in there, but I don't think it's going to be a major focus. Am I supposed to actually believe that I can turn small as Link? And then, or I can put on a mask and transform into a Zora? Oh my gosh. Let's get made a lot of theory videos and explanations for the whole Zelda lore. I recommend fans of franchise to watch these videos. There you go. I'm getting after breakfast and having some coffee. Shout outs. Let's go. Damn, imagine getting roasted this early in the morning. This dude's out here talking about, I can't believe that she was holding him off for 100 years. What the hell? Do you go into a skeptic to how fantasy video games play out? Am I supposed to believe that when I play Mass Effect that people have kinetic shields? I mean, am I supposed to believe that there's blue-haired people or Asari? Am I supposed to believe that there's biotic implants that can make me bend time into my will? Am I supposed to? Oh, man. The answers are yes, OJ. Yeah, there you go. The answers are yes. Right. Even in common fantasy lore, elves live for hundreds of years, if not thousands. Yeah, I think in there's what's it called? There's Monster Hunter. There's like a race that lives for like hundreds of years in there as well. Monster Hunter Stories. What's up, Big Goblin? Everything's good, man. How are you? Good morning. Hey, shout out to Gio. Yo, shout out to Necro Banana. Thank you for the 11 months. Almost 1 year, baby. Let's go. Wait till they find out there are fishmen in the game. They live for hundreds of years. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Although I don't think it's unrealistic to believe that there might be races of people or certain types of people that can live for hundreds of years. I think humans will eventually get to that, because we do have people that can live to be like 100 something. I just personally think that it's just technology. I used to work for a company and they were researching longevity, like health, and they actually got it to where like they made like certain mouses and or mice live for like way longer than expectancy. It's just not safe to test on humans yet. But once they figure that out, which they will in our lifetime, they'll probably extend life by like 20, 30, 40, 50 years for a lot of people. But once again, who controls the drug? Who gets the drug? You guys know how capitalism works, right? Well, at least some of you, actually, a lot of you guys don't know how it works, but capitalism is definitely going to screw that up. 100% gonna screw that up. It's gonna be a long time before that will be available for everyone to be able to just pop up, pop this drug or injection or whatever the case is. Let's see, are we supposed to believe OJ helped invent? No. I worked for the company on the health consultant side. I was not one of the scientists. I was not a scientist or anything. Hey, I just simply read one of the newsletters that we got where they talked about the experiment they were doing. I was like, huh, very interesting. Shout outs to Nintendo with $1. It says, shout outs PlayerEssence hype for the stream. Yo, let's go. Thank you for the $1, man. I appreciate it. Except for 209 donuts we all eat taking your... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a balancing act, right? Like, so something that would normally kill you because of old, so regeneration, things like that, which we already do. Like, stem cell research is already a thing, right? But this one was super advanced. And this was a long time ago. This was like 10 years ago, so more than 10 years ago. Yeah, more than 10. Yeah, about 10 years ago, my bad. So that research is already being done. It's just, once again, not in a consumer level. I mean, although there are things that, you know, health-wise that people do with that research to help out, but to the point to where it gets to where it starts like regenerating, you know, tissues, almost like, you know, like a Wolverine type of deal, right? Like, that's the type of stuff that like was being worked on, you know, in terms of extension. But we'll see. Once again, we will see. Let's see, 130 years old getting mad on Twitter over Zelda lore. I know. Shout out to Nintendo. Thank you for the $1, man. That's the first dono of the stream. Yo, what's up, Shadow Fox? What's up, Shadow Fox Infinite? Shadow Fox is here in the chat. Let's go, baby. Hey, good to see you here, man. Welcome. Nintendo. That is the first dono of the stream, and you are the stream to stream Hokage. And if it does more than $1, they can bid up my man Nintendo on the top of the board. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the $1. Nintendo. Thank you for the $1. Yo, shout outs. Oh my God. I just put it up and the Necro Banana says, all right, OJ, I want to make you work more. Necro Banana with the 10 says, sorry, I haven't been around. MMO has taken most of my time. Streamlabs is acting crazy for me right now. So here's a super chat. Hope you and yours okay. I'm doing good. My wife is calling me right now, guys. So just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry guys. This is the situation that I had that was stopping me from starting earlier on time. Some issue with my wife and my family, real quick. So let me just take care of that. Shout out to Necro Banana. Thank you for the big $10, man. I do appreciate that. You guys give Necro Banana some love. He's now the new Hokage and Stream Ninja. Let's get it, man. Thank you so much for the support, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support, dude. Thank you for the support. So sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Hey, what's up? Hype for Zelda? Yes, hype for Zelda. Time zones are hard. Greeting from Australia. They're actually not that hard. Time zones are really are not that hard. You can easily go on Google and just put in a time zone, and wherever you are, it'll read your location and it'll spit out the time. So like if you wanted to know 7 a.m., right, or whatever time it was, it's very easy. Time zones were hard back in the day, but they're not hard anymore. They're very easy in today's day, in my opinion, at least. But yes, Australia is many hours ahead of the West Coast, right, or even just the East Coast. So I can see why it's a little bit of pause for concern for you if you're in Australia. Absolutely. So all right, give me 1 second here, guys. Let me just send this. Just gotta send something real quick. Do you think we'll see a tease for the real story of Tears of the Kingdom? I mean, I'm pretty sure there'll be some little setup for it, you know, in terms of things. Probably there will be some little setup, but I just don't know if they're not going to show everything, right? They're not going to show everything here. So I don't think that there's going to be a bunch of story and all of that, you know? So that's just me personally. It's only 10 minutes long, so don't expect a bunch of story and all these different things, you know? So yeah. I mean, you don't want them to spoil the game, so that's the problem. So, I mean, it's only 10 minutes long, so don't go in there expecting all this elaborate stuff and all that, man. Like, just wait for the game to come out, and then you can experience that. Every game doesn't need to be spoiled and need to show 5 million. Like, they don't need to Xenoblade Chronicles 3, you know, every single game that comes out. So, that's just my opinion on the whole topic. So let's see here. I'm guessing it's 1 a.m. Aussie. Greetings from the UK. I'm finally glad watching PlayerEssence at time 3 a.m. in the Spawncast. Yes, you should GPT Tears of the Kingdom story. No, I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. But thank you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see here. There are rumors about Tears of the Kingdom OLED edition. Might help announce it today. They might, but they said gameplay, so I'm not sure if it's going to be, I'm not sure if it's going to be, what's it called? Like it's going to be, like they're going to show like the OLED and all of that, you know? So yeah, that's just my personal opinion on that. But once again, we will see. We will see. Let's see here. I don't want them to spoil the game. Yeah, exactly. DLC coming. There's probably going to be DLC in the game. Yeah, there was, I would say, not a leak, but there was like a thing that said there's going to be some DLC for the game. But we'll see. It's probably going to be like the Champions Ballot or something in that type of realm, you know? Just love to hear Alnuma talk about the games. I'm most excited for that. Yeah. That's it's really exciting. Like, you know, that's really exciting for me at least too, you know? So sorry guys, I'm trying to send this thing. I'm trying to send this thing and also talk to you guys at the same time. Shout outs though. Let's see here. Holding off for now. The stream may change my mind. Yeah, you're not. I gotta start saying Tower Games. You're not a real Zelda fan. If you're holding off and like you're not really excited for, you're not really picking up the game. Like you're not really a big. That's what I'm saying. Like you said that you didn't want it to end. I don't think you're that big of a fan of the game. Oh man, I don't think you're that big of a fan, which is fine. You know, which is fine. When it was the Pokemon OLED, they gave us its own trailer, but did they do the same day as Pokemon Direct? I'm not really sure, but it wouldn't really matter what they do with what Pokemon Company does and what they do with the OLED and all that isn't reflective of what Nintendo's going to do with this. So, I don't think it really matters, honestly. Let's see here. Tears of the Kingdom is going to be so good. Yes, it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. But if you need this to actually convince you to get the game or not, you're not, I mean, obviously you're not that big of a fan, in my opinion. Underwater exploration. I don't know if there's underwater exploration. We'll see, if there is or not, you know. We'll see. I agree. Pokemon Company is a separate thing. Nintendo tends to affect that more than people realize. Yeah. Pokemon Company. So yeah. Pokemon Company it's a whole separate thing, you know? All right, guys, sorry about this. I have a little bit of an issue that I'm dealing with, and I'll continue to see if I can, if I can deal with this real quick. So let's see here. Let's see here. Zelda games are top tier, yeah. Is there any way this game could be better than Breath of the Wild, though? Is there any way this game can be better than Breath of the Wild? Is there any way a sequel can be better than the original game? Yes. Have you ever played a sequel that's better than the original? Who here has played a franchise that they know, where the sequel is better than the original? I think all of us have done that before. So I don't understand why a game can't be better than the original, like the first game. Like, first of all, like Mega Man 1, Mega Man 2. Or how about something like Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2? So I don't really think I don't think it's something that's impossible to do. I mean, Mario Bros. 1, maybe some people Mario Bros. 3, right? So I don't really think that that's a hard, like, it's not, I'm going to say it's hard, but I mean, why couldn't it be? Have you not played sequels that are better than like games that you like where the sequel's better than the original? Sonic 2 greater than Sonic 1? Yeah, exactly. 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 Let's see. I think the one thing is okay. You have to go and take care of family. Understand? Yeah. I'm just gonna talk to you guys and just try to do a thing or two in between each one, guys. I'm sorry. So yeah. Sorry about that, man. Sorry about that. It's all good. I can juggle. I can juggle it. Do you think the OLED Switch Lite is coming soon? The OLED Switch Lite? There is no OLED Switch Lite. There is. So you said, do you think the OLED Switch Lite is coming soon? That's as if it's actually real. That you phrased that question as if it's real. There is no OLED Switch Lite, so I don't know if there's an OLED Switch Lite because there hasn't been any confirmation of that, or even any rumors of that. That's just made up. Octopath Traveler 2 is better than Octopath Traveler 1. There you go. Exactly. Is not internally consistent. Stop being disingenuous. You can falsely elements then throw something Highland calamity game for 100 years. Well, yeah, I don't know, Justin Walker. I mean, I'm not being disingenuous. I'm just literally telling you that it's a fantasy world. So, I mean, like, if you're trying to relate, you know, it's not possible for her to do that. There's a lot of things in Zelda world that's not possible. So, I mean, I'm not being disingenuous. So if you're gonna call me disingenuous, I'm gonna say that your statement's stupid, right? So you're gonna start throwing around that type of stuff out there. That's fine. So I'm gonna just say your statement's stupid, and you're thinking very stupidly if you are trying to equate realism to a fantasy world. So you can drop it here, or you can start getting timed out. All right, because now you're starting to throw the disrespect in there. All right, so we can be cool, and you can realize that it's a fantasy world. Or you can stop throwing around, start throwing around and telling me that I'm being disingenuous to my audience, all right? So that's cool. We got a warning? Good. This ain't a Pokemon stream, all right? All right, let me see here, guys. Give me 1 second. It says I got a text message. Where's that message at? All right, hold up. It says here. Click here. I didn't receive a code. Let's see here. I'm sorry, Danny, but Dark Souls 2 is horrible, and that's coming from a Dark Souls person. Is Dark Souls? How about Demon Souls compared to? The regular one. Sorry about this, guys. Let me write down a code here. My wife's calling me over and over. Goodness gracious. Let me just see if I can get this done. 692. Just less great Pokemon stream. You got those. Yeah, this is not that. I don't know, man. Like these dudes acting super weird. So they're a game about blonde elf boy swings sword and goes hot. I mean, there's so many fantasy elements in there. I'm not exactly sure why he's complaining about realism in terms of holding someone. Zelda's she's magical. She has Triforce, gives you powers and the ability to do things that you wouldn't be able to do normally. So in terms of life expectancy and stuff like that. So I don't understand. I don't understand the problem, you know? Let's see, how many minutes till it starts? It starts when you look at the time. So it's 7 a.m. PT, 10 a.m. Eastern time. So I need you to convert the time wherever you live. All right, my man? Let's see, Hyrule also aren't human. Their life expectancy is different. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like things are different, you know? It's different. 3 p.m. British time, boys. Yeah. Versus rough crowd today. It's easy. I mean, look, the time's on the clock, right? If you live in some other part of the world, you're used to time. Like, I don't understand why people who are like constantly living in other parts don't know time. You know, like I'll never understand that. It's like, you know, a lot of this stuff happens in the US and you're still asking, well, I don't know time. Like, why? Like, How many times till this? What's the time till that? Why do you not know? If you live in a different part of the world, obviously you have to deal with a lot of events that are here in America. If you watch Nintendo Directs, or if you watch Sony Presents, or anything like, but you're still confused on time? I'll never understand this logic of people refusing to understand time. Like, they live in like Australia, or they live in like somewhere else, and like, oh, well, what time, how much time till, what's the time till, like, they don't know, they still don't know time. Are you doing this every time that there's an event? Every time there's like you're schmixed. You don't know what the time is. Like you can't gauge. Oh my God, I don't know when. Is this what you do every time that there's an event here in America? Like you're schmixed on time. I'm sorry I'm being rough, guys, but some of you guys need a wake up call. Some of y'all, if you're schmixed on time in 2023, there's a problem. There's a problem. There is a big problem. You're gonna go through many rough. And the funniest thing is, I remember somebody that I said, dude, you probably have problems in IRL, right? And he's like, yeah, I do. because he was so confused on time. And I'm like, dude, you probably forget things. Let me help you. And even I remember that dude came back later and said, hey man, you really helped me. Because now I actually like understand. Like I started being more attentive and start looking up and researching things more. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Hey, I sent it, okay? Yeah. It's sent. Do you need the pin? Okay. Let's see here. I mean, you do the same thing with based on elsewhere. Why is Nintendo so early? Like I said, I mean, you do the same thing. No, I don't do the same thing when it's based on elsewhere. That's not true, Ken. So I don't know. No, it's not. Legendary OJ time zone explanation is legendary. Yeah, like if there's something based in like Japan, I'm like, all right, guys, let's figure out the time. So I go in there and I punch it in and I type in the time and I go and I figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be like, hey guys, let's figure out the time together. It's at this time, JP time, and I'll punch it in. I don't sit around and go to streams and say, hey guys, what time is it? What time is? That's cap, Ken. What the hell are you talking about, dude? I do not do that. Shout outs to Mike Sean Williams with the $10, and he says, what's up, OJ? How you been, man? But y'all, mental health, bro. Just want to say I appreciate the content in today's videos. You a content creator. I wanted to tell you that, you can play the Hyrule theme song for Twilight Princess. All right, I got that, man. Thank you for the big 10. Shout outs to Necroban. Thank you for the 10. Jeffrey Tucker with the 10. It says, I have a backwards compatible Wii. Which physical Zelda games do you recommend? Just the GameCube Zeldas, so Twilight Princess. And also Skyward. I mean, I get Skyward Sword's already on Switch, so really just Twilight Princess or like on the GameCube if you can pick that up. If you can pick up that one. Shout outs to Scar with the 2, says legendary OJ time zone explanation is legendary. Yes sir. Yes sir. Anyone but the bots that secure the limited edition? I got one. I got a limited edition myself. I want to shake your hand. Shout player since what time is it? What time is it at? And get bodied? I'm not telling you now, dude. I'm not telling you now. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Let me send this over to my wife real quick. Give me 1 second.
Hey, you. I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand.
Shout outs to Z-Bat with the $, says OJ, tell him to be more responsible, exercise and eat their veggies, but absolutely do not tell them to not play no cooking moment. Yo, thank you for the $, Z-Bat. I appreciate that. Let me get this message board updated. We got 3 people at the top of the board here between Necro Banana, also Jeffrey Tucker, and Mike Sean Williams. Thank you guys for the donations. 3 people at the top of the board. People need to chillax a bit. Google is free, my man. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, man, you're getting smixed by time. But no, I get it, guys. Listen, it starts in an hour, okay? It starts in a little bit under an hour. If you're smixed on time, it starts in about an hour, okay, guys? I take all this time to put this nice display on here, and I'm thinking people are gonna be like, all right, you know, I'll convert it. But like, nope. I don't care that you put up the display, OJ. I don't care that you put up this nice picture. I don't care that you crafted this time. I don't care that you did all that. I'm still gonna ask you when it starts because I do not care that you did all that. I don't care and I'm not looking. Yo, shout out to Necro Banana with another $5. That makes you the sole Hokage of the stream. It says, here's another fantasy tale. YouTube live chat is actually respectful throughout the entire stream. Most of you guys are cool. Most of you guys are cool. I will say I have more positive experiences than negative experiences in any live stream like chat that I have on my channel. So I will say that. Necro, thank you so much. Jeffrey Tucker as well. Jeffrey T. And also Mike Sean. Mike S. Thank you guys for your support with that $10. Anyone who's more than 10 that can bid out that for the Stream Ninja. Fit more than 15 to bid out the Hokage board with Necro Banana. Thank you so much, man. Let's see here. Put GMT and we'll convert the time easily. No, you guys can convert. You can convert the time easily with PT, like and ET. That can also be very easily converted as well. It's just as easy to convert the time in terms of PT and 10 a.m. ET. That's also very easy to convert. They're all very similar to convert. Because no matter where you live in the world, you can convert it. So you don't have to do that. You know, I don't have to do that. Like I don't have to do that. Like you guys can do that. What? Necro Banana with the $5 says, here's another fantasy tale. YouTube. Okay, oh shit, I already read that. Yo, let's go. So I converted time, but it's wrong. It says it was meant to start at 12 a.m. It's 12:09. Yes. Okay, there you go. And it's wrong. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Then you must have did the time wrong. Then you must have not did it right, Riley, because there's no way that you use something that's actually like real, and it converted the time wrong. Let's see here. They in front of the screen. They can't just Google time conversion. Nope. Do you think the Tears of the Kingdom OLED will be shown? I don't think so. I don't think so, but we'll see. Let's see, Central Time? No, even if he was on Central, that's 2 hours ahead of PT. So that'd be 9. Let's see, are you keeping the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom sealed? Yeah, probably. Dudes will Google every tag respect debate what the next Switch will be, but can't fathom dozens of online time conversion tools. Yeah. Are you on the Spawncast sometimes? I'm never on the Spawncast, and I actually hate the Spawncast. It's a terrible show. Terrible. It's a terrible podcast. I never listen to it. It's really trash. Do you watch that? Do you watch that trash podcast? Is it Musharna? So hold up.
Hey, you.
I got another one here.
I want to shake your hand.
Okay, there we go.
I want to shake your hand.
Let's see here. Shout outs to Nintendo. Says, PlayerEssence reminds me of my mom. Do something wrong and ask what time it is and get bodied. DeAndre with the 220 says, accept my peasant pledge, sir. I got your peasant pledge. All right, hold up. Let me get this next music here going. I think somebody asked for some music. Let's see here. Backwards compatibility. Google veggies. Somebody asked for music, right? Somebody did ask for music. I forgot who asked for music though. Oh yeah, Mike Sean. Theme song from Twilight Princess. Hyrule theme from Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess Hyrule theme song. Okay. Shout outs. Thank you so much, Mike Sean, with the big $10. Appreciate that. Necro Banana with another $5 adding to his Hokage lead. Says, I'm clipping your opinion on the podcast and sending it to John. You're done, buddy. You are so over. I'm destroying your career. All right, there we go, dude. Yeah, screw that crappy podcast. I'm done with it. Yo, thank you for another $5, Necro Banana. I appreciate it, dude. Seriously. Thank you for the 5. I need you to get. I need a donation for me to touch the beard, my boy Edgar. I need a donation for that. So feel free to drop any amount and put it in the message, and then I'll touch the beard for that. Let's see here. You should Streamlabs chat bot to tell people to convert time on Google. There you go. We should. I shouldn't have to do that, but maybe I should. I forgot to request. Can we do music for those Breath of the Wild laser spider encounters? The Guardians? Yeah, I can. Sure. Let's see here. You missed 2 donos. Did I? I don't think I did. The last 2 donos I got was Necro Banana and DeAndre, and then I just got Nate right now. Don't worry, guys. I'll always get caught up, guys. I've got a lot of people that I'm dealing with, so don't worry. Like, I will get every message. Trust me. Let's see here. Nate E with the 550 says, I'm at work, trying to hang. Love y'all. Let's get hype, yo. Let's get it, baby. Thank you for the support, Nate. Thank you for the 550. Appreciate it. Necro Banana with the 5 says, touch your bears. I think you meant beard. Essentially, and look at us in the eye and tell us switch to is real. Whisper sweet nothings. Switch to is real. It is real, baby. It is real. Let's go. That's how you get a request done. You got to do it that way. You got to do it that way, man. You can't do it just by telling me in the chat. That's not gonna happen. That's not. You got to get it. You want something. You want some extra. You want the extra bit. You got to go an extra bit for me. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout outs, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you, Nectar Banana, with another 5, dude. Congrats on 100K. I hit 100K last year, but thank you, Darkblade. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Yo, what's up, Dasin? Hope y'all enjoy the gameplay showcase. I'll be watching from the background on my way to the airport. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Let's get it. Yo, RL Nook with the 5 says, we here. I'm excited. Now, everyone on Twitter who cried about not enough info can cry that they showed too much. I know. It's going to be a complete 180. It's going to be like, oh, they're not showing enough. Oh, now there's this. Or it's going to be, oh, it's just DLC. Oh, it's just DLC. It's going to be people crying. If it ain't one thing, people are going to cry about something else. Like we see with every single big game, you know? So it's all good. I'm just excited to see what they show. Let's see here. How do y'all got so much energy this early? Dude, I don't know how I even got the energy, man. But I got plenty of sleep though. I went to sleep like at I think like 10 or 11, and then I got 6 hours plus of sleep, so I'm good. You know, I'm good about it. Let's see. Sorry, no, you don't gotta apologize. I'm just saying that like I hit 100K last year, so I mean we're almost into April, so that it's all good though. Weapon breaks after 2 hits in Tears as well. Weapons don't break after 2 hits in Breath of the Wild. But I'm guessing that that's a little bit of exaggeration, right? So that's fine. But we'll see. We're gonna have to wait and see, man. Zero. That's why we're here at the gameplay presentation, my man. So we're here to see what they're gonna show and what happens in the game. So I don't know why you're asking me. Wait till the gameplay presentation, my man. But I'm guessing you didn't get some of those larger durable ones. Yeah, you're exaggerating. So yeah, but we'll see. We will see. LG, did you pick up anything before the 3DS stores will shut down? No. That's a waste of time because I don't play my 3DS. Necro Banana with another $5 is gameplay request. Weapon crafting and repairs, but with limited amount of repairs. Like let's say Dying Light, but you a limited amount of repairs. So that means like what? Like you can't get more if you wanted more. Is that what you're trying to say? Interesting. I don't know how Dying Light works. I have Dying Light, but I don't really play it. So yeah, thank you for the oh my gosh, Necro Banana is out here killing it. $30. Anybody does more than 30, they can beat out Necro Banana on the Hokage board. We still have a 3-way tie. Somebody can sweep the leg if you do more than 10 for the stream ninja. Shout outs, guys. I appreciate you guys' support today. Holy smokes. It's all good though. It is all good. Anyone hoping for some Twilight Princess vibes as well? Twilight Princess vibes? Explain. What do you mean by Twilight Princess vibes? You want it to turn into a wolf or just like the darker themes? Is that what you're asking for? I think the first trailer or the last trailer kind of showed that a little bit, like the blood moon and all that crazy stuff. So yeah. Danny Patak with another 2 British pounds says, let's have fun today, boys. Shout outs to the clan. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. So yeah. Anybody told me that has anyone told you that you talk like a white boy? Yes, your mother. She actually told me that last night. You know what I'm saying? And she liked it. She really liked the fact. She really liked the fact that I talk like this. She loves that voice. So your mom was the first person that actually told me that last night. So that was the first time, and I was surprised. But I was like, hey, I'll roll with it. If she likes the way that I sound, So that's the first person. You should already read that. Let's see. I like Zonai to come back. I'm guessing that dude's not very smart. Talk like a white guy. So I speak proper English. I don't talk like a white guy. I talk like me. There's nobody else in the world that talks like me. I'm myself. So get that shit out of here. Let's see. A Creosin Bomb with the $10 says, I hope they show a 10 minutes of being in a water temple dungeon. I miss those water temples. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. I do not want them to be doing stupid water temples and all that, man. Hell no, that's traumatizing from back in the day. Please no. But they're probably not gonna do that. They're probably not. Yo, shout outs to my man Creosin. Creosin bomb with the big $10, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Thank you for the big 10. Let's see here. Shout outs. Shout outs, man. It's all good. I don't know. I think he's like maybe like howdy doody guys. Like I guess hey like Ned Flanders something stiddly diddly. Like I guess that's what he was. Maybe he's trying to emulate. I don't know, but I don't talk like a white guy. I don't talk like a black guy. I just talk like me. I'm just me. This is my voice. This is my personality. This is how I am. There is no white guy, black like that. That's like what year are we in? You know what I'm saying? Like what year are we in? Especially with all the mixed race people out there, like you can't even really be saying stuff like that anymore, you know? So yeah, man. But I don't talk preppy and all that. That's what I'm saying. Like you're making up like that's cap. There's nothing preppy about my talk. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not anything that I'm talking in with it. Like, you talk like a white guy, like exaggerating, like out, like you know. There's none of that that's going on here. So like I said, in 2023, that's a stupid comment. I haven't had anybody tell me that in 2023. Like that's an old school. So if I'm like, yeah, man, what's good? How's it going, everybody? Yeah, what's up? Is that what you want from black people? Like, get out of here, bro. You're a clown. This is clown behavior, man. Hey, let me tell you something right now. If you want to get far in life, don't talk like that to people, bro. Like seriously, like black, white, Mexican, Italian, whatever. Don't label and talk like people. Like it's stupid. You know, and I know you're in a live stream, you just face us on a live stream, but you need to cut that out, bro. Trust me. You need to update your resume, update your sensibilities. In 2023, that type of talk is stupid. Like you should just ditch that. There's no point. You know what I'm saying? Because like there's all different types of people from different types of places. There's gonna be white guys that have a little bit more, you know, oomph to their talk. There's gonna be black guys that talk this type of way. There's gonna be Mexican people that talk like this. There's gonna be this that talks like that. It's like this is not this ain't 1992. You know, this isn't GTA. You know what I'm saying? This isn't the 60s or 70s or whatever. This is the modern age, man. You got to get with the times, bro. You got to get with the times. Let's see here. Calm down. It was a joke. It was a bad joke, Michael. It was a bad joke. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like it was a bad joke. It was a terrible joke, and you're getting roasted for it. And I'm making jokes too, and now you're getting upset when I'm telling you, like, hey, man, like in 2023, like you can't be saying stuff like that, bro. Like, and then you can't use it as, oh, it was a joke in order to make your, it was a joke. Nah, bro. Like, it was a bad joke. You know what I'm saying? It was a bad joke, but it's all good. Let's see. But yeah, we can just move on. So you talk like a YouTuber making 100T off a bunch of people due to your content. I don't know about all that, man, but thank you. I appreciate that one meme, man. Let's see here. He joked about your mom. Well, he started it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he started it. So then, because it was a stupid thing that he said, and my bot even caught it though. Like my that's how you know it's like in today's day it might be insensitive, right? Because my like I don't put a lot of things that my bot will catch. Like I don't overload it, but my bot caught his comment and like graded, right? So I only responded to it because it was a stupid thing to say, and it was a learning moment. So people don't do stuff like that because some people might get offended. You know what I'm saying? Me, I don't care. I can take it in shot. I can make a joke about it. I can say, oh well, yeah, your mom or whatever the case is. But then you also have to have a little bit of dose of realism too. In 2023, y'all shouldn't be saying that to anybody unless you personally know them. Like as a friend or something like that. You know, like you shouldn't be saying that to anybody. Streamer, non-streamer. Whatever the case is, you shouldn't be talking like that. It's just not the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It's outdated. Like back in the day, it's something that people would talk about, right? But not in today's day, right? Like we all know, like there used to be certain things that people could say and jokes back in the day, but in 2023, because of how many mixed race people there are, because of how globalized everything is, like making you talk like this, like that stuff's completely outdated. You know what I'm saying? It's completely outdated. Shout out to our Nixes. We have everyone here: white, black, Mexican, Croatian, German people. Donate pesos and other forms of money. This channel is everyone. Yeah, it's definitely a worldwide channel. That's what I'm saying. Like those type of things. Like we gotta we gotta have a little bit of a learning moment with that, because then if I say, oh, that's cool and jokes like that fly, then people are gonna start doing it more. You know what I'm saying? So it's better to just not do stuff like that, because we do have a worldwide audience and people that do talk maybe a little bit more like this or a little bit more like that. You know. So yeah, it's all good though. Let's see here. What's your sub goal for the year? I want to get to 1,000. I want to get to 1,000 sub goal. I want to get to 1,000, but let's see. So yeah, man. It is all good. Michael's about to pull DC. I'm not racist for making a racist joke. You're racist for thinking I'm racist. the reverse Uno. You know what I'm saying? The reverse Uno card. So the reverse Uno. It's all good, but we can move on though. We can move on. Y'all think the expansion is getting announced? Oh man, the expansion. I don't know if they might say, hey, look, we've got some DLC, but let's go over exactly what they said on Twitter. It was the gameplay. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me make sure that everything's good with my wife real quick, all right? So give me 1 second. Yo, Danny says people out here want smoke. Yo, baby, did you get it? Okay, is everything good? All right, no problem. All right, looks like everything's good, guys. Thank you for the 5, Danny. But I mean, at the end of the day, though, I think so we don't crucify Michael. You know, like I think he was just joking. It wasn't that heavy of a joke. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that heavy. It's just like I said, in today's day, you got to be careful about what you say. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. That's all in today's day. Tears of the Kingdom, let's go. Yes, sir. Hola. Yes, today's gameplay, sir. Today's gameplay, Ube. Thanks, homie. A live stream, can't wait to see some gameplay. Yes. Jose, do you think we're gonna get another remastered Zelda before the year's out? It's possible. It's possible. Shout outs to Danny. Shout outs to RL Nook. Shout outs to Criosenbaum. Shout outs to all of you guys that are supporting the stream today, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for the support. Shout outs to the 500 plus people watching. If you want to help me out a little bit more, you guys can hit the like button. It would be dope if we had 500 plus likes on the stream. I think that would be super lit. So I do appreciate that. I do appreciate you guys supporting the stream in that type of way. I also have a link on Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter, for all my new subscribers that I got today, if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. I have a link to my oh, what the hell? It's not working. Oh, I guess I didn't copy it right. My bad, guys. I thought I copied the link. It didn't. It said, dude, copy the link. All right. My mouse is, I actually need a new mouse. It's kind of crusty, bro. It's kind of crusty. All right. So if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you follow me. Yes, sir. Shout outs to Poopa Scoop. Let's go, man. Let's get it, man. I'm excited, dude. Saying this joke doesn't mean it's okay. It's on purpose. It isn't funny. No, I get that. I get that. You know what I'm saying? But I grew up in the old school. So, I mean, I grew up with people, saying certain things and hearing certain things. Like I've heard it all, man. So like I said, you see, the thing about it is that like back in the day, man, there was things, obviously there's stuff that you can't say and all that, but man, bro, like the stuff, I grew up in rough and tumble. It was rough. You know what I'm saying? Like it was the hybrid community of people. It was multicultural, but it was still, where I was always often like the only, minority in classes and stuff like that. So I understand different type of stuff. I've been through a lot. I've been in places, I played football. I did a lot of different things, been in different areas for stuff. So I've gotten a very big, and I took communications, right? So intercultural communications and stuff like that. So I've seen and heard a lot. So it's all good. Nintendo with the dolls, shout outs to the homie player. Since you come for Zelda and game news and also get cultural life skills and basic good human life training and right living values. LOL, keep it up. Hey, shout outs, man. I appreciate it. So it's all good. When does Sky gameplay start, guys? It starts right here, 7 a.m. PT, 10 a.m. Eastern time. So it starts right there. It's listed on the screen. Saxton. Since call about the internet has been well established, get acquainted in types of people. Yeah, I mean, you got to update the resume, man. You got to update the resume. Which link can I watch the showcase? You can watch it right here. If not, you can go on Nintendo's official YouTube channel and you can watch it on there too. You can watch it on there as well. I've gotten it from other minorities too. It's always bothered me more from them. How about you? Yeah, I mean, like I said, we don't need to really get into all that right now, man. Because like let's move on to the actual talk about Legend of Zelda, you know? So I feel you on that one, Superpower Man, and maybe like a different stream we can talk about it more for sure, maybe next time. But for right now, we can just get the focus back to Legend of Zelda. But I feel you on that one, Superpower Man. I'll answer on like the next stream that you come to. Just remind me. Hopefully Tears of the Kingdom makes it rain down our faces. Tears of joy. Okay. OLED Zelda announced today. A lot of you guys are asking about the OLED Zelda. I think it's definitely possible. The expansion. I talked about the expansion. It's possible, but I think they're really just gonna show gameplay today. But yeah, it's possible that an expansion is. But let me get the actual announcement from Nintendo. Yo, shout outs Danny. Thank you for the retweet on Twitter, dude. I appreciate that. Danny's the homie here, man. I noticed it. You support a lot, dude. Thank you. Nintendo said this. Nintendo said, oh, hold up. Let me get that Guardian music. I gotta get that Guardian music for Jeffrey. Zelda Breath of the Wild, Guardian. Guardian. Oh, stop! Let's go! Stop that! No! Tony 4D's I want it! No! Bro! Tony, bro, I thought you already dropped your bomb yesterday, bro! What is going on? Bro! Tony 4D! I thought you were done, bro, because you dropped the 50 yesterday! Bro, come on, man. Tony 4D with the... What? Thank you so much, man. What the fudge? Holy smokes. Bro, come on. What? Bro, Tony, you dropped the 50 gifted yesterday. I thought we were good, man. Dude. Shout outs to Tony 4D. Says, let's get it. Tony 4D, the ultimate elite ninja. One of the, you guys give him some love in the chat. Tony 4D's been dropping that huge. Yesterday, he dropped 50 gifted subs yesterday. Tony 4D. So I was like, okay, that's cool, man. Everything's good, Tony. You dropped the, you dropped that 50 gifted subs yesterday. Dude comes through and drops 500 on the hype. I mean, Tony 4D is the definition of the mercenary, the big shot. Like, dude, he watches the streams normally, but whenever we have like the big streams, dude will drop by and drop some crazy mad love, man, on the stream. He's been coming around for quite a while. Shout out to my man Tony 4D. You guys give him some love, dude. You guys give him some love, man. Holy smokes, dude. Holy smokes, that is awesome. I know, seriously, Tony Musk. Got my hair all ruffled, bro. Shout outs. Thank you so much, dude. Tony 4D. Tony 4D. Also, Z-Bat with coming in with the 3 months. Let's go. This man Tony 4D says, let's get it. Yes, sir. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, dude. Let's freaking get it. I'm sorry. I probably busted you guys' mics too while I was at it with that. Let's go. I gotta drink some water, man. Yo, Sushi, yeah. What's good, man? Welcome. Tony 4K bands. Bro, I'm telling you. Yo, Jargon, yo, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate that. You guys give some love to Tony 4D, dude. Island Gaming, what's up, man? Welcome, guys. Dehydration, yell. Dehydration. Nah, we don't do shout outs, my man. We don't, that's against the rules unless I know you. So Island Gaming, unless I know you, man, you gotta come through the streams more often, bro. We gotta get a rapport first. I don't know, man. You could be doing some crazy stuff on your channel, so I can't endorse your channel without even knowing who you are. You don't realize that, bro? No self-promotion though. See, how do I have a link to the live stream? It's on Nintendo's official YouTube channel, so there is no live stream link right now. There's not. It's not like a direct. It's not a live link. We're just gonna be watching the gameplay as soon as it goes live on Nintendo's channel. So I don't think there's an actual like, let me double check though. Let me double check. So I'll put it in the chat for those who just want to watch it there. But we will be watching it here though. We will be watching it here. But let me double check what Nintendo has. Yeah, it just links it to their. It just links to their YouTube page. They have a playlist of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So I'm guessing it'll be underneath the playlist and I'll just be on their on their videos. So it's just going to be a video drop. So we're just going to be reacting to it and watching it there. So once it drops, I'll let you guys know if you want to watch it on there. You can watch it on there. If you want to watch it on here, you can watch it on here. You know, so yeah. Shout out to Tony Fordito, man. Shout outs, dude. Seriously, there'll be a video posted on their channel at the time. Yes. Let's go and let's get into what Nintendo said exactly. Okay, join the Legend of Zelda series producer, Al Numa. Ow! For roughly 10 minutes of gameplay from the Legend of Zelda #Tears of the Kingdom on March 28th at 7 a.m. PT on our YouTube channel. So yeah, it's just gonna be dropped on there. I see Danny says peak is coming. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are ready. We eating. We feasting. We feasting tonight, boys and girls. We feasting tonight, or more like this morning or this afternoon. I thought it was tomorrow. I'm confused. No, it's today. Let's see here. Let's see here. I don't know how me saying his name is racist, but okay. Waiting until after work to watch, but dropping by to leave a like for my boy. Hey, shout outs. Thank you so much, Josh. Appreciate that, man. Give some classic dungeons, Alnuma. I don't think that there's going to be a bunch of classic dungeons. I don't think so. That's not the structure of the Breath of the Wild style of games, you know? But we'll see. We'll see what they do. But I doubt it's going to be structured that way. If that's what you're looking for, like a bunch of like Wind Waker or like Twilight Princess, I doubt it's going to be structured that way because they still want you to be in the open world. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still an open world focused game. You got to remember, like, game design is interesting, right? Because when a developer makes a game, they usually want you, like, the main gameplay hook to be focused on an area or a certain thing, or if it's like a progression, like you go through that. If you have way too many things in an area or too many ways to do certain things, it distracts you from getting certain stuff that they would want you to do or want you to see. So Breath of the Wild, for example, is structured to where the open world is the main facet. And like the shrines, for example, they could have took all those shrines, built them individually and put them into, like, let's say 3 or 4 or 5 dungeons and make it like that, right? Because there are some elaborate shrines. They could have done that, but they didn't want to. They didn't want to do that. They wanted shrines to just be something that, hey, look, you get in, you get out, and then you're done. And then like you go back to the open world. So the structure of the game is built within that open world. If you start putting big elaborate dungeons where you're spending a ton of time in there, and then you also have that huge open world, which is going to be bigger, therefore it becomes too bloated. And the focus of the game in terms of what they want you to see and what's going is not going to be the same. I'm not saying it's an either or, but I'm saying that I highly doubt that it's going to be structured like a previous Zelda game. Now, are they going to make some of the dungeons or like more elaborate, like the Divine Beast, like optional? Sure, I think that's possible, but don't expect structure like previous Zelda games. You know, crappy open world dungeons that are elaborate, that are really focused on like, I've got to go here, I've got to do this, I've got to get this thing here. If I don't get this, it stops the whole progress of the game, right? That's how previous Zelda games are. So I doubt it's going to be like that, but we'll see. But we will see. I'm pretty sure there'll be some type or some form of dungeons in the game, but it's not going to be like the structure of the previous games. If that's what you're looking for, that's not going to happen. I prefer Breath of the Wild. I don't like Elden Ring much. Let's hear it. Shout outs to Z-Bat with the Dawsons, except my Shekels, bro. Also, can you play Ocarina of Time theme? Shout outs to Necro Banana. He makes great content. Okay. Shout outs to Z-Bat. Shout outs to J2 Blue with the 5 says 4 words. Let Mr. Alnuma cook. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for the $1, guys. Appreciate the support on the channel. It's been great. Let's go and let's get this next music though. Ocarina of Time theme. All right. Skies of Arcadia battle soundtrack, best RPG of the generation. It was a pretty good RPG, right? Ocarina of Time is pretty damn good. Can you see our comments? Of course I can. I've been reading comments the whole time. I would change the Divine Beast and Classic Dungeons and the rest being the same. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't want you to really spend a ton of time in the Divine Beast. Even those are very fast to get through, or you can just skip them. So they don't want you inside of areas for 10 years doing dungeon stuff. That's just not the focus. Like, the focus is the open world and all the stuff that happens there. So that's why I'm saying, like, I doubt they're gonna make it to where it's like required, structured, here are the dungeons, you gotta go through them, you gotta get this weapon to do this. I'm pretty sure there might be some of them, might be some things, and I could be wrong on that. I mean, it could be elaborate, and they just have this huge open world, underground, sky, there's dungeons that are required, like, it could be that. It could generally be that, but I don't know. I don't think so, but once again, I could be completely wrong on that one, you know? Could be completely wrong on it. Shout outs, though. Really hope no shrines. There's probably going to be shrines. There's probably going to be shrines, yeah, or some form of that. Afraid to watch or not for spoilers. It's only 10 minutes, so I don't think it should be too bad. Wonder if there'll be any connection to Skyward Sword. Probably. Jaden says, hey, OJ, saw your video about I think meant live service games. I'm glad with you, very least. We're respectful to the people who enjoyed them. Yeah, exactly. You know, I have no problem with live service games for other people if you want to play them, but for me, I'm done. So if you guys want to watch that video, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and check out my my video where I talk about live service games are a scam. Which I think that live service games are a scam. And not necessarily a scam because you're paying money for it. It's a scam because of how they structure them. They're just trash. I think that and like we're looking at, you know, the free-to-play market. We're looking at what they do there. Look at what happened with multiverses. You know, it's just not my thing anymore. But for anybody else that wants to play them, have fun, have at it, you know, play the games, enjoy it. For those who haven't seen it, I put a link for you guys so you can put it in your watch later list if you want to watch it later. And you can watch that later, and yeah, and then support the channel. Let's see here. Would you want Breath of the Wild data from saved onto Tears of the Kingdom or start? Yeah, it just needs to start brand new. I don't need any type of, looks like you get like a little bonus for having saved data, but I don't need to like have a bunch of, you know, stuff carry over. I don't think it's going to be like that anyway, you know. Let's see, is Breath of the Wild truly the best Zelda game of all time or Ocarina? I like Breath of the Wild is my favorite Zelda game of all time, but it's subjective. So some people think Ocarina is, that's fine. If some people think Breath of the Wild is, that's fine. Some people, I think whatever. Like everybody has their own opinion, right? Like we were talking about this the other day. One of my good friends, Mandy from Mandy Lee Plays, shout out to Gregory. She was like, she called Final Fantasy Type O peak Final Fantasy. You know, most people think that not most, but a lot of people think that Final Fantasy is very mid, right? So everybody has their opinion. Even games that some people consider trash, one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? Like you guys have heard that explanation, that saying before. So it doesn't really matter. Like there is no, this is the best Zelda game of all time. It's just your opinion on what you think is the best, right? And it's subjective. It's not like, oh, okay, this is right or wrong. What you can do is you can objectively talk about strengths and weaknesses and try to go from there. Like if a game doesn't work, for example, or if it's broken and glitches all the time, then yeah, that might not be the best game because you can objectively point out why there's a problem, you know. But that's kind of my viewpoint on it. So, LJ, wouldn't you say games are as a service is the future and amazing though? No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't. Look at Hogwarts Legacy. Look at Elden Ring. Look at Super Smash Brothers. Look at a lot of these games. Look at Mario Odyssey. Look at a lot of these games that are doing it so much better, like, and that are selling like crazy. I don't think live service is the future. So yeah. I don't really think that it's nostalgia when it comes to the game, Vito, because you also have to put it in a time period like, what did the game do at the time, you know? You can look at, you're looking at it, you got to look at it that way as well. Like Ocarina of Time was legendary because it literally created the modern targeting and combat system for games that still to this day, there still hasn't been an evolution past Z targeting. Z targeting is still used in a variety, in most action games of today. Ocarina of Time started that, and Ocarina of Time Z targeting is still very, very, very good. It's better than some games in today. So I don't know if it's nostalgia. But I think that when you create the way that everybody bases their targeting and camera system, I think that it holds up. Like, yeah, maybe the frame rate's not the best, and I get that, but I think that you can still play it in today's day. Like, I still think that I don't think it goes from a 10 to a 6. You know, I think that's too far of a drop, personally. Let's see here. Live service definitely isn't the future. The fact that you can dump hundreds of hours into these games just for them to shut down is a big enough problem on its own for me. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Do you know ins and why it's called Z targeting? I think it's because of the Z trigger on the N64 controller, and then you're targeting the enemy. So Z targeting. Did it start yet? No, if it started yet, we'd be watching it, my man. It starts in about 15 minutes. Let's see here. Glad I made it back from my root canal this time to watch. I was worried I would miss it. Hey, shout outs. Let's go. I got a couple root canals done, but I need to get this wisdom tooth pulled. I just haven't went. I have the freaking thing right here. I was looking it up last night because I had some tooth pain, and that back tooth is, they told me to pull it, but I was just like, I didn't feel like going because I had just got a bunch of dental work done. So I was like, I don't feel like going. I don't feel like paying you guys right now. It's, you know, so I'm going to go though, because I am getting some shooting pain in my lower and upper. And I know it's that tooth back there because everything else is fixed. So shout outs. I'm looking at their channel and it's not scheduled. No, it's just a video that's going to be uploaded. So we're just going to be pulling it up and watching it together at 7 a.m. So in about 15 minutes. Shout outs to Best 211 with the subscription. Shout outs to GQTX with the subscription. Shout outs to 0HX C07 with the subscription as well. Appreciate that, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I see a lot of new people jumping in. Trust me, you're going to want to subscribe. I'll keep you guys updated on Nintendo news, RPG stuff, all the events and all that. So you're going to have a great place to come talk about video games. I stream pretty much every single day. I think I take like 1 or 2 days off during the week. Sometimes I stream 6-7 days out of the week. So, and you get daily videos as well. So make sure you guys subscribe, and you also get a shout out too in the chat. So if you're new, let me know. Shout you out. Let's see here. Woke up early just to watch this goodness. Let's go. Yo, shout outs. Let's get it, man. Walking from A to B to solve puzzles, moving on to the next boring climbing section. No story to dive in. Are you talking about like what? Are you upset like Breath of the Wild? Are you saying it's not very good? Okay. You don't have to watch, man. Like you don't have to watch or you don't have to play the game. So don't play it. You know. There's no. Then I don't know why you're here. Then leave. I don't understand why people show up to stuff that they don't like. Then just leave. Leave and go play something else. Let's see here. The time starts. It's right here it's right here, man. Time starts. It's right here. All right. It's right here on the screen. Yeah, man. They might have to pull mine in the middle of the procedure. They had to stop because I suddenly had burning pain. Ooh, burning pain. Okay, so that means the tooth can't be saved. Ooh, burning pain. Even after the numbing. Yeah, that's not good. Might have to just pull that baby out. Might have to just pull that. I mean, our teeth aren't meant to last all of our life anyway, but it just depends, man. Depends on how you treat them, but at some point they're gonna go kaput. All right. Just subscribe. I mean, shout outs to Mike 4K. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Link in Fortnite. What does that mean? Oh, Link in actual Fortnite. Maybe one of these days. They denied Samus though. I think they wanted Samus and Nintendo said no. N64 games are good at iconic for. We have them on the N64 NSO app. Yes, yeah, they're good on there. Do you think watching the presentation? I haven't played the first game. Do you think I'm safe watching the presentation if I haven't played the first game? Yeah, you're probably fine because you won't understand it. Understand like the themes and all that. But yeah, you're probably fine. But you should probably play the first game. Because I never understood what's really the point of a wisdom teeth. Yeah, I don't know, man. But I need to get this one. I got a fat hole, just like the whole side is just completely broken off. So I've just had it in there, and like I didn't know what was causing me pain at first. I thought like, okay, maybe there was something wrong with like the filling that they did or the root canal that they did, but it's not that. It's sometimes like food gets back there and then it causes shooting pain, like a little bit of shooting pain, but not like a lot. Like it's like out of a scale like 1 to 10, it's like maybe like a 3. So it's not bad, but I know that's what's causing my pain whenever I eat on this side of my mouth. So I'm kind of tired of like, you know, just avoiding it. So I just need to go get it pulled. I just didn't feel like going back there, man, because like, God, it's expensive, and I just didn't feel like going back there because I had already gotten a lot of work done on my teeth. I had already gotten like a lot of work done because when I was in Nigeria last year, I completely shattered it. I ate a plantain chip and my tooth shattered into pieces, like just bursted into pieces, and it hurt like hell. And I was stuck there for like another 3 weeks. So I just had that tooth exposed, like nerve just wide open. It was terrible, man. Terrible. Worst pain that I've been in. Worst dental pain that I've ever been in. So when I came back to America, I got it fixed. I got a lot of work done, got everything fixed. And then they're like, oh yeah, you got to get that back tooth pulled, but we have to send you to a specialist. And I'm like, oh, holy hell, man. I don't want to. I just got a bunch of work done. I don't want to go there. They're going to charge me like $1,000 just to pull the tooth, man. I'm out. Let me just chill. That was last year. That was mid last year. Yeah, it was, oh dude, it was terrible. It was, and I wasn't about to go to a Nigerian dentist, you know, like I wasn't about, even though it'd be way cheaper, but I wasn't about to go there. I mean, they've got dentists, like, but the way that it was like, I was in a different place. I didn't have my car. Like, nah, I wasn't about to go. Like, So yeah, it was terrible. I had to completely avoid this side of my mouth, man. It was, oh my god, it was horrible. Let's see here. Bro, you got to get the counter set up for every time someone asks the presentation is going to start. Do these events. It's literally, yeah, it's on the screen. It's all good though. It's all good. Also, shout out to Seraph. Thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Dental issues are so, yeah, they're annoying, man. It's just gonna be a video dropped on the channel. It's not a premiere or anything like that. It's just a video dropped on the channel. It's very similar to what they did like with the Nintendo Switch itself. They just dropped a video on the channel, you know. So, hey man, it's completely understandable. The dental work is so damn expensive. But ironically, that's the problem. The cost, yeah. I don't like sitting down and having my mouth open and then just, like, I don't like those sounds either. Like, I hate that. But I got a lot of work done just so I can take care of it. I'm just like, you know, like. But thankfully for me, I'm not like a greedy person. I'm not like I'm not a greedy person. I'm not like, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and blow all my money or blow all this and that. So I'm not materialistic, you know. So I was able to save a little bit from, you know, my savings and pay for it. So it wasn't a big problem, you know, like in terms of like the pricing and all that. I just sucked it up and paid for it. But you know, what can you do, you know? Like I said, thankfully for me, I'm not like, oh my god, I need this and that. I'm buying sports cars and all this type of stuff. Like I don't care, you know. Like I don't care. So I'm just normal dude, you know? Just a normal dude. I can see your comments, Mr. Davids. What's good, man? Welcome. Yeah, 10 minutes. Switch to analog triggers or digital. Probably be digital. Why is dental so why dental separate from health? Because of capitalism. Because of capitalism. Which channel can I watch on without the reaction? You can watch it on Nintendo's official channel. Watch on Nintendo's official channel. So on Nintendo's YouTube page. Can I get a song request? Breath of the Wild Theory. You gotta drop a donation of any amount, and I'll do a song request. If I just start taking song requests from the chat, people are just gonna start spamming me with various music to play. So drop a donation of any amount, and then put the song that you want in the donation request. Put it there. I can see your comments, Mr. Davis. You're good. The theory is wisdom teeth are before we cooked our food. Molars are good for grinding to eat. Raw food takes time to effort. Two wisdom teeth would help with that. Yeah, this wisdom tooth needs to go. This back wisdom tooth needs to go. So, it needs to go, and it's shattered anyway. It's done. Luckily, all my other teeth are fine, but that back one needs to just pull it out. It can't be saved. They need to just pull it. So yeah. Jose from the Spawncast. Do you know Spawnwave? I don't know Spawnwave, but I've heard bad things about him. I've heard that he's a douchebag. I've heard that his presentation is terrible. I've heard that he sometimes says really bad things to people. I've heard a lot of bad things about Spawnwave. Have you guys heard anything good about him? I've heard so many bad things. He's really obnoxious. He says really weird things. Like he has a terrible podcast. You know, he's not consistent with his content. It's not daily great news. Like it's really bad news that comes up. Like it's not good. I've heard that it's really bad. I've heard that it's a really bad channel, and that like, you know, he's just like a really like awful person. You know, that's what I've heard. I don't know. What have you guys heard about Spawnwave? Shout outs to flipping this with the $10. Al Numa hoodie incoming, or will he dress properly for the presentation? We'll dress properly for the presentation, baby. Properly. Scar with the 10. Us. Yes. There's any chance we can get Mary on a cross by a ghost? Such a relaxing song. I don't know what that is. Scar. So is that from a video game? What game is that from? Let me know in the chat. Play the Water Temple theme from Ocarina of Time. Yo, shout outs Creosan Bomb. Oh, snap. Okay. Thanks for the Twitch. Thanks for the Twitch follow. Thanks for the Twitch follow, my boy. Let's see. RL Nook with the $5. Says I've had lots of dental work done, and even with insurance, it's expensive. I paid $150 just to get a consultation and $1,000 for a complicated tooth. Yep, that's how it is. Yep, RL Nook, that's how it is, man. I appreciate it. That's how it is, dude. That's how it is. All right, let's see here. Let me get this music here. Water Temple. Water Temple. Water Temple. The story about how I get kicked up the Spawncast. It's on the channel. You guys can check it out. You guys can check it out yourselves. What is Streamlabs? Streamlabs is what I use for my streaming services. Like this whole setup and all that is Streamlabs OBS. But Streamlabs is like my direct support link. So if you want to actually support through Streamlabs, you can. But that's what I use to, all these graphics that are up here, all this stuff, what I use to stream and broadcast to you guys is powered by Streamlabs. Let's raid Josie's live stream. I can't raid Josie's live stream, Noah Smith, when I'm streaming myself. So I'm not going to raid her stream when I'm streaming. That doesn't make any sense. J2 Blue engage with the 2 says simp wave. Yo, let's go. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Spawn wave is simping for Pokemon. Yeah, I had to call John out for simping. I had to call him out for simping, you know, and I'm not gonna let him get away with it. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm going to time out. I'm gonna go ahead and time you out, my man. You gotta change your name, bro. That name is not appropriate, so you gotta change your name before you start talking. So change up your name and then come back. Change up your name and then come back. I timed you out for 600 seconds, and then if you comment again, I'm gonna just ban you until you change your name. But I'm gonna give you 600 seconds to change your name and then come back. Once you have your name changed, then I'll be like, all right, I'll you know. But if you come back with another stupid name or something like that, then I'm just gonna ban you. All right. So Dank, be on the lookout for that. It's on Twitch. Say sup, OJ. Pumped for Zelda gameplay. Also, the rumor of Skies of Arcadia remastered. Yeah, we'll see about that, guys. We'll see about that. Where can we watch the direct? It's not a direct. It's not a live direct. It's just going to be a video dropped on Nintendo's channel, so you can watch on the official Nintendo YouTube page. Music guy with the $1.99 says music request SMT5 OST Destruction Battle. Okay, we'll get it right after this. Actually, we might not get it right after this because the stream is, or the video is about to start. So we'll definitely get it after we're done watching for sure. 100% after we're done watching. New Legend of Zelda amiibos might happen. Maybe. Let's get 500 likes, guys. 500 likes. Thank you guys for the support. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get 1,000 viewers. Let's get 1,000 viewers in here. Let's go. So yeah. Yeah, breaking news. Trailer canceled, game delayed until 2025. There you go. There you go. Oh, let's switch announcement? Maybe not. Maybe not. SMT5 is awesome, though. SMT5 is really good. Are you worried that Tears of the Kingdom reviews will be compared to Breath of the Wild or lower because of this? No, I'm not worried about reviews. I don't worry beforehand about reviews of a game. Like, that doesn't make any sense to worry about reviews of it. Like, I'm gonna play it myself, but I'm not worried about reviews. I'll comment on it when it happens, but no, I'm not worried. Nobody should worry about reviews of a game. Like, if beforehand, like if the reviews come out and they want to react to it, then do that. But you should never be worried prematurely about a game's reviews. That doesn't make any sense to worry about a reviews of a game. Just wait till it comes out, and then when it comes out, you deal with it. That's a much better way of thinking, and you can apply that to your life. Don't worry about things that are not directly tied to your survival. You know, in terms of shelter, you know, food, survivability, transportation. Don't worry about anything outside of that. So video games, you should never really worry about stuff like that. That's silly, you know. Do you want guns for Tears of the Kingdom? No. Bows and arrows are fine though. Maybe a cannon. Maybe a cannon. So yeah. I'll drop 70 on this game day one. I've dropped 70 on some games that ended up being trash. I know some games might be quality. Yeah, I dropped 70 on what was it? I dropped 70 on Ratchet and Clank, and I dropped 70 on Returnal. So so I'm definitely dropping 70 on this game. Yo, shout out to YouTube anything, appreciate it. Thank you to Pokemon Dan fan. Thank you for the follow over there on Twitch. Appreciate that. Love this buy Switch games before they are rare videos. Can't believe Mario 3D All-Stars is going up in price. I believed it because it was only going to be a matter of time. That's why I bought 3 copies of it. I'm going to sell it, and then I'm going to fund world domination. Where can I watch the official stream? There is no official stream. Basically, it's just going to be a gameplay video dropped on the YouTube channel, so you can just look out on Nintendo's YouTube channel for it. Returnal's like 15 used. I haven't checked the prices for Returnal used or anything. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're someone new. Got a lot of new people watching. Hit that subscribe button. You'll get an official shout out too, guys. So shout outs to everybody who's subscribing. Hit the like button. Appreciate you guys coming through to the stream, really. Thanks PE for curating a cool community on the for the Switch. No problem, dude. Vito with the $5. So also people watching donate $1. Get hyped for this this trailer. Let's go. Yo, thank you, Vito. I appreciate that. I think we have more than 600 people watching though, so I don't know how long that took to go through. But yeah, hey, look, I appreciate the support, guys. Whether you're watching or your support or you're dropping a donation, I appreciate anything that I do get, man. The fact that you're even spending your life clock, your time here with me is good. So thank you. Iron Lion, thank you for the Twitch follow. Appreciate that. Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild treatment will dual release games months later because the Wii U's flopping sales at the time. Maybe. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and move over to the reaction phase because it is about to start. Nintendo is about to drop that gameplay. So let's go ahead and let's get over to the Nintendo's YouTube page, and then we will find it as soon as it drops. So let's check it out. Let's see exactly how. So we're just going to be refreshing and waiting for it to drop. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Music guy says Guns and Legend of Zelda. What is this? Breath of GTA? I know, seriously. Breath of GTA, dude. Let's see here. It is time. So let's see. I don't know where they're going to drop the video. So it's 7 right now. It's 7 right now. So is the video up? It's not up yet. Videos. Okay, so yeah, let's just see. We're just gonna keep refreshing till it shows. It's time. Yeah, it's time. So let's just keep refreshing. If you guys see a link or something like that, or if you guys let me know, like if it's somewhere else, let me know, then we can watch it. They lied. It's still 7. So we'll just have to wait and see. Check your subscription page. Let me see. I don't think my subscription. Okay, wait, hold up. No, it's just a bunch of people that are also streaming it as well. So that's not a good thing to do. So we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna go on there. Just dropped on Outside Extra and NOA. I'm on Nintendo of America page. So where is it at? It's up. It's up where? Where is it at? Where is it up at? I don't see it. I posted it. Where'd you post it? Click videos. Okay, thank you. Click videos. All right, here we go. There it is. All right, let's watch it. All right, let's get that. Let's get this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. First, I have some news. Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete. Thank you very much for waiting. Many of you are looking forward to this game, and we've released a few trailers so far. Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like.
Oh! Ooh!
Okay? Let's begin.
Okay.
Here we are in the land of Hyrule. Like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore. Of course, it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways. If we talk about all of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches.
Okay.
In this game, the vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll notice some landmasses floating up there. We call them Sky Islands. You're probably wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up? If we take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky. Do you see it? I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it. We're almost at the spot where the object fell. Here it is. Okay, let's use one of Link's new abilities. If you do this on the rock that just fell... Look, it started rising.
Okay, we going
This
up.
power is known as recall, which rewinds an object's movement. Since I just used recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands. Let's use the paraglider to reach one of them. There are a few other Sky Islands floating here too. I made it. There are lots of ways to reach the Sky Islands, so we hope you'll try a few different methods. Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island.
Oh my, yo.
Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures. Some trees are also growing here. You won't see many of those yellow trees on the surface, though. Let's walk around for a bit. There's a branch on the ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later.
A branch.
Let's continue. Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up. Ah, the branch broke.
Weapon breaking.
Not good, not good. Quick, get another branch
It's back.
and... we defeated it. Moving on. We've now explored more of this Sky Island. As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer. This is called Fuse. You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon.
Whoa!
We're dealing with two of them at once. Oh, we beat one. The weapon's attack has definitely improved. The other branch broke, but this weapon has much better durability.
Okay.
You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse ability.
Oh, that
You can
is-
fuse two weapons, for example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork,
What?
we can create a weapon with a much longer attack range.
Yes!
With this, we don't have to get too close to enemies, and we can safely attack from a distance.
What is going
You can also fuse arrows with materials in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow.
What?
Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze faraway enemies.
Yo!
Very useful. In addition, let's see. Ah, there's a bird flying around. If you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult. Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so my shots rarely land. So, at times like these, here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters.
Okay.
Fuse it to an arrow and...
Oh,
look, it homed in on the target.
Oh.
Let's try this on another bird. I'll just fire in that general direction. It's very simple.
Boom!
Depending on what you stick together, the fuse ability could also be beneficial for hunting. I fused a mushroom to my shield. Now, you're probably wondering if this has any use. Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with this. I blocked with the shield. Okay, there's smoke now. The enemy's lost sight of Link, so... attack!
Stealth strike!
Even if you struggle with combat, you can take down enemies using similar methods. In the previous game, you'd usually get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies. But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate.
What is this?
Some of the Sky Islands even have rivers. We'll want to cross this one, but swimming across it, well, the river's too wide for that. We need a boat. Of course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here. So, we'll lift up this log and attach it to a second log. Let's do one more. We'll bring this over here and attach a third log. It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability called Ultra Hand.
Ultra Hand.
Even though the logs are currently attached, they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft.
What is
You can always attach things or detach them like this. Now, if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat. However, it won't move in its current state, so we'll need something to propel it forward. There's something here. Let's try hitting it. Oh, wind. It's blowing wind. Looks like we found a fan. Why don't we try attaching it?
a fan?
We'll attach another one.
Yeah, it's like glue.
This should make the boat well balanced.
You can make like your own vehicles, like custom vehicles.
Okay, they're attached. All right, let's try moving the boat. Hey, it's moving. It's sailing pretty fast with the wind from the fans. Since we added 2 fans, we should be able to cross the river in no time. All right, we reached the other side. In the most recent trailer, we showed scenes of Link riding a large car and a flying machine. Those vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own. There are all sorts of objects you'll come across in this game. And depending on how you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try crafting different things and explore this world at your leisure. There are even more new abilities. Take this building over here. Okay, watch this. Look, I passed right through the ceiling. This new ability is called Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through
Lemillion!
to the floor above you.
That's so cool!
There are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere. For example, this place has a cave with a hill right above it. If we use the ability here,
Oh!
come on, keep going. Okay,
Oh!
we emerged at the top of the hill.
Oh! Okay.
In the previous game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain. But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right? Exactly. Oh, there's another construct. It seems to be holding a strange weapon. Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit differently from the previous game. Ah, it blew me away with wind. Looks like it's got some sort of fan. Ah, I got pushed off. Ah, well, let's just return to the surface.
Yo, seamless!
You can quickly descend from the sky to the surface like this. It feels so good. In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land.
Bro.
You can also search for destinations that pique your interest. Once you've chosen your destination, you can speed things up, like this.
Apex Legends?
Let's dive into this river.
Yo.
And we're back on the surface. There are still so many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now.
Oh, I need more. I need more.
What did you think?
Need more.
Some of Link's new abilities were updated from the previous game. I'm sure some of you watching me play were thinking, wait, if you could do that, then maybe you could do this too. In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible. There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
I am buying this with the quickness. I've already got it bought, but let me break down what makes this game so freaking incredible. Let me break down what makes it so incredible. So, wait, oh, there we go. It's the OLED. I knew the OLED. Okay, there we go. The OLED. When can I pre-order? Confirmed. It's there. I confirmed it. It was real. This was Tears of the Kingdom 428. Okay, so in about a month. Oh, a Pro Controller and a carrying case. Okay, yeah, we copping all of that. We copping all of that. So we've got confirmed. We've got confirmed OLED, confirmed the first new Pro Controller, I guess was in Splatoon 3. New Pro Controller, new case, and also that. Yo, B-Boy, come on, man. Just take your console wars out of here. I mean, you said no, you won't go away. I'll make you go away. I'll make you go away. You're being a weirdo. This is not for console wars, man. We're just here to have a good time, dude. So I'm gonna put you in timeout. Hopefully you come back with a better attitude. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and time you out. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick, guys. Let's talk about this because, man, that was nuts. So the first thing that I think a lot of people noticed, they said, oh, looks the same. But I noticed one thing that I noticed in that whole gameplay video. Everything ran smooth. Everything ran completely smooth. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild in the open world would definitely have some hitches and would have some pop-in. The one thing that I noticed is that there was some pop-in, but there wasn't any hitches with the gameplay. But the pop-in didn't seem too bad. It didn't seem too bad at all. But one thing that I noticed, like when he was walking through the beginning area, there was no pop-in. It was
You'll notice some land.
It was just smooth. Everything just seemed to be a stable 30 frames per second. That's the one thing that the first thing you guys were saying, same. But I noticed, wait a minute, not a lot of pop in. I'm pretty sure it's there, but the grass wasn't populating as you walked by it. And he was able to seamlessly transition from the bottom to the top, from the bottom, like little thing that he had to the top sky area. Another crazy thing about this that I thought that was insane with it was the combat. So they showed the weapon breaking, and I'm like, oh, weapon breaking's back. But when you fuse it, it becomes so much stronger. So if you're fighting someone and there's an issue, you can just fuse it with something right then and there. So it keeps the challenge of, okay, you got to worry about durability, but then it also opens up, okay, yeah, you have an issue with durability, but then you have this fusing system to where you can fuse anything together pretty much and then start attacking enemies and have much better durability. Imagine the combinations that you can do by fusing or by making certain things. And then, like, let's say you have like a propellered boat or whatever the case is. Or let's say you fuse the freaking propeller or whatever to a stick and you can blow people back or blow people off of the platform or something like that, right? So the flexibility and the combat system in terms of what people are going to be able to create is going to be insane. This is the reason why it took so long. Because you can literally fuse damn near anything and you can create your own custom gameplay experience. It's like Dragon Quest Builders or Minecraft with Banjo-Kazooie, with Nuts and Bolts, with Legend of Zelda, with all sorts of stuff. So they're just like combining and fusing so many different things. I think that they really, really did, perfect the evolution of the degradation system to actually make it to where, okay, it's gonna break, but now I have a reason to fix it. So I said that there might be like weapon, I said like weapon, like a blacksmith or something like that, which there still might be. You might still be able to take your weapons, but some of them shatter completely, right? But now you can actually do the fusing system, and it's going to make it fun to fuse a damn stone or a brick or whatever, and then just create your custom weapons. And then it's going to be fun to actually have that, because you're like, okay, I can create this, I can create that, I can create whatever I want in order to fight. So the weapon breaking is not going to be a problem. And it seems like when you put a stone onto it, it becomes far more durable, right? It's not like it breaks like in a couple more hits. So very, 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 very cool. So many possibilities with the crafting in this game. Shout outs to Flip This for the $10. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Flip This for the $10. Young Goku, the gameplay is just butter. My girl just got herself a Switch and Breath of the Wild right now, so it's nice to have the comparison fresh. Fusing weapons is goated. Sheesh, this is gonna be fun. Yes, it is going to be insane. Which I told you guys, you know, I was very confident that this is not DLC. Clearly, you cannot make all those abilities and all that type of stuff. Just the system, the game isn't built that way. They'd have to create all new physics, all new, gameplay scenarios, all new enemies to take advantage of that. That's not DLC. That is just not DLC. So I'm super glad that they showed off one aspect of like the main hook or the gimmick is going to be like the fuse system, right? You're going to be able to fuse so many different stuff. So I love that about the game. Seriously, it's like one of my favorite things. That they, at least about this, that they showed off, man. I'm like super hyped. I'm super hyped. Let's see here. This wasn't the type of crafting I was thinking. What were you thinking of? Getting that white OLED on Friday. Getting the white OLED on. You might want to wait for Zelda OLED, right? Or that's for sure an amazing change. Yeah, it's a very, very good change. Shout outs to Flipping the Switch. Let me replay that donation. Thank you, Switch. Also, shout outs to Universal One with $2. Shout outs to Necrobanana with the $2. Shout outs to Necrobanana with another $2. Appreciate you guys. Felix Ham with the subscription. Shadow Fox with the big 20 as well. He came in with the big 20 and said, got to get back on the Streamlabs. LOL. This is not charging, and keep the channel non-cringe. Definitely will be taking some notes from you as I move forward. Yo, let's go. Thank you so much, Shadow Fox, for the big 20, dude. Shout outs to Desi with the subscription, Jeffrey Franken, TNT Boom, Zando Zone, and Music Guide. Let me go in and let me get your music request as well. I think you wanted SMT5 Destruction, right? SMT5 Destruction. Thank you so much. It seems like every game now and then is a sequel, DLC, BS, if you ask me. Clearly not DLC. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, they do it with pretty much every game, which is fine, but yeah, I'm very, very hyped, for the game. I think that the fusion system looks really cool, and looks like it runs a lot better. Like, I don't think they were able to have a lot of overhead room to like super crazy improve the graphics, although I think that the draw distance and the frame rate is much better. Now, it might be bad in some other areas, but they seamlessly went from the top platform all the way down to the ground with no hitches that I saw, or very little. So that was pretty crazy, right? Like the fact that they were able to seamlessly go from that top world all the way to the bottom, no problem whatsoever. I like that. That was a very, very good thing with the game, right? So yeah. This song gave me PTSD. Yeah, when you're fighting, got some of the boss battles, right? This song is just, you're just scared for the next turn. Critical hit, kill your whole team. Let's see. I'll buy a new Switch just for this game. Shout outs. Let's go. Let's see. It was seamless, I will admit. Well, I mean, do you have to admit it? I mean, it's just what it is, right? Like. You said it'll just Nintendo sales just increase for the OLED. Yeah, that OLED's gonna sell well. Hopefully they actually have them, right? It's not gonna be Very happy with the presentation. It shows how the game is going to be great, Breath of the Wild, but different. It's much better. I mean, it's much better than Breath of the Wild. Like, I can tell you right now, it's much better than Breath of the Wild, because if you want a challenge, you can just simply have your weapons break, right? It gives you like the option. If you want to use the fuse system, you can do that. If you want to create your own custom, like, you can do that. Like, as long as they take care of the story, which I think that they're going to have all the great gameplay elements that Breath of the Wild has. I think that this game clearly is going to be the better game. Like, that fuse system just jumps it up. And like okay, so for those who don't know, my favorite My Hero character is Lemillion. He's my favorite. Lemillion and Deku are my favorite, right? And I love Lemillion's ability. For those who don't know Lemillion, he's a guy. It's like Japanese X-Men, for those who don't watch My Hero. It's like, you know, teenage Japanese X-Men. And this guy, he has super strength. He's very strong, but he can also like phase through buildings as long as he's naked. But although he has a suit that he can wear that allows him to do it when he's not naked. But anyway, but for the most part, if he's wearing regular clothes, he has to be naked to travel through it. But he has this suit that makes it to where he's not. But anyway, he can travel through like buildings, like through solid objects. And Link has that same ability, at least with ceilings, to phase through objects. So I'm just a huge fan of like that type of power. Anybody that can like teleport or phase through things, I've always found super cool. My favorite X-Men is Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler's my favorite. Why? Because he's a little dude that can freaking teleport and phase through different things, right? So the fact that they gave Link that type of ability is super cool. I've always loved that type of stuff. I've always loved that type of stuff. So Link has at least part of that is really, 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 really cool, you know? I also like, for example, like Fire Emblem Engage, Celica. She can like, you can warp, right? You can warp through the ground and come back up, or even like Toby from Naruto. He can like warp and phase through things. I just like super fast characters, or characters that can phase through things, you know? I love the Yellow Flash, the fourth Hokage, because he can like teleport and move really fast. Yeah, the ability is super cool. I like it. Super cool. Super cool. This is Lemillion suit made from his hair. Yeah, it's really cool how they do like, or like you can go like to the requisitions department and like they can like enhance your abilities like with certain equipment. I love that. Like, wouldn't you guys love an action RPG, like a high quality action RPG like developed by Monolith Soft based off of like My Hero? Would that not be like the greatest game ever made? Like, would that not be like the most dopest thing to have like a party of like 3 or 4 and like it's like a My Hero action RPG developed by an actual good studio? That would be like the most lit thing ever, man. So that'd be super cool. Zone I Charge was had me wondering a lot. This experience is gonna be huge. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. That'd be a balancing nightmare. No, it wouldn't be a balancing. I mean, look, Xenoblade games are already a balancing nightmare. So like, you ever played a Xenoblade game? Xenoblade game's already a balancing nightmare. So I mean, they can do it. They can definitely do it. I mean, they make Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I mean, they balance that, right? 6 frames per second has been a choice for developers since 5th gen people. Oh, somebody complained that it's not 60. I mean, yeah, I can get that. Like, when somebody's like upset that it's not like 60 frames or whatever, which is like, I get that, you know. But I mean, I think that what they showed off here is really impressive. Like, I think it's still really good, and we'll see what they do like with the next Switch too, you know. So yeah, we'll see what the next Switch. Let's see here. Dubois says the person who called the whole chat simps. Called the whole chat simps. I think there's somebody that's just upset today. Maybe somebody pissed in his Cheerios. Yo, the Dubai's dude or whatever your name is, just relax, man. Relax and have a good time, man. We're just here to talk about video games, dude. Just relax, all right? Just relax. This is not DLC. Stop the cap. Yeah, dude. Seriously, stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. It is good stuff though, man. I'm super excited for it. I was already really excited for the game, but now I'm like super duper excited. Also, shout outs to Mark or Max Stein's production with the $5. Imagine the Master Sword fused with the Fire Sword, or the Fire Sword fused with the Ice Sword. Absolutely unreal. Can't wait. Oh yeah, imagine the possibilities. Imagine the possibilities. I'm gonna put a tweet out. Oh my gosh. Hashtag Tears, Tears of the Kingdom. Oh my gosh, Tears of the Kingdom. Bruh. The weapon fusion. The weapon fusion. Yeah, dude, it's some good stuff. It's definitely some good stuff, man. It's some good stuff. I am super excited. I'm all for it though, man. I am ready. The Pro Controller, let me see, has different arm. Okay, so let's get a better look at the Pro Controller. So the Pro Controller, it has like one arm that's black and then one arm that's white, which is a very unique design. It looks kind of awkward, but I vibe with it though. I vibe with it, you know. I vibe with Nintendo Switch Pro Controller Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom carrying case. I'm surprised they didn't do like the same thing, like I guess like a little like white, like maybe like a little white stripe like right across here to match with it. But you know, I'm cool. I'm gonna get both of them. Tell you that you don't need the Zelda OLED Switch. Yeah, that Zelda OLED Switch is cooking. We out here cooking. Let's see here. We'll get some more reactions here. For Braz, who is the creator of Demon Turf, says the fuse mechanic perfectly synergizes with Breath of the Wild's emergent gameplay concept. Can't wait to play around with it. Tears of the Kingdom. My man Coco says the new abilities and gameplay mechanics in Tears of the Kingdom are incredibly creative. I cannot wait to see what people come up with. I can't believe we are so close to the new Zelda game. This is GK says Tears of the Kingdom looks very good. I popped off when they showed the Ascend mechanic especially. Yeah. So yeah, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Mr. Peel says, are you getting Tears of the Kingdom? I'm excited for it. Looks so good. Stealth says, Alnuma didn't cover story, characters, side quests, dungeons, or anything like that. But if one thing was made clear from the gameplay demonstration is that Tears of the Kingdom is going to be an enormous adventure. The crafting in the game is crazy and super customizable. Yeah, it's nuts, man. It is nuts. It is so good. I'm gonna save all these. I'm gonna save the Tears of the Kingdom OLED pictures. I'm gonna save it. Then we're gonna look at it. Then I'm gonna get you guys' thoughts on the OLED itself. Because I think Click didn't like the Miss Click. She didn't like the OLED. So that was that. Or she didn't like, I think, like some of the aspects of the OLED. But yeah, it ended up being real. Like the OLED ended up being actually real, which was really cool. You know, even though I don't need it, even though I don't need it, I need it. Oh my gosh, yeah, that Tears of the Kingdom OLED is good. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, man. Switch OLED looks clean. Yeah, even though I don't need it, I need it. I mean, I need it. So that's the free Metroid hat with the $5 or $10. This is Tears of the Kingdom and MMBNLC are my most hyped games. What is MMBL? What does that mean? I don't know what that game is. Maybe can somebody help me out there? Oh, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. Okay, that's what it is. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. I got it. Are my most hyped games for the first half of 2023. Also, any Metroid. Yo, let's go. Thank you so much, man. Free Metroid hat, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you for the big 10. So shout outs to my man Bjorn with the 10. Is that euros? Euros says the OLED comes out 2 days after my birthday. I'll be getting the whole package. Yes, sir. The full package is here. Does the OLED not? Of course it doesn't. Are you new to Nintendo practices? Of course the OLED. Of course it doesn't come with it. Although there are some Switches that come with it, but of course they're not. They're not gonna miss out on that $70 on you buying that game for $70. Of course not. Of course it doesn't come with the game. Let's see here. Says, why would you buy another OLED? Might want to open a games museum in the future. Well, hell, would beat 'em ups. He bought like every single Switch edition ever. So there's that too, you know. Even old enemies will be unique and so far. Yeah, I'm glad that they actually showed some new enemies. Like looks like the constructs are going to be up in the air. Although I do want to go to the presentation again. Like I want to go and look at this one thing. I can't wait to watch all the Zelda tubers. Like in that cave, where was that cave at? I want to go to that cave again, and I want to see what was.
For example.
Okay, yeah, I want to see what was inside that cave. Shout outs to you. Hey, thank you guys for the donos today, man. I appreciate it. Support your boy. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more often. So we're definitely taking the streaming to the next level like today, guys. I'll wake up early as hell. I'll wake up late. I don't care what it is, but we getting the streaming done. So thank you guys for your support today. I want to see what type of enemies were inside this cave. So let's go. Huge Zelda fanboy, but this is crap. Lame. Hey man, don't play it. Hey, feel free to play the old Zelda games. I think all of us are gonna enjoy this new one. So feel free to play Skyward Sword if that's better, or play Twilight. Go back and play those. my man, don't play it then. Hey, you know, if it sucks, don't play it. Have fun with the old Zelda games, my boy. Maybe you can try out Triforce Heroes or maybe something like that. Maybe Minish Cap is more to your liking. I don't know, man. Oh my gosh. Maybe that'll be more to your liking. So yeah. Let's see here. I know you were messing with that. That's why I said, hey, you can go play something else. Go play something else. All right, let me pull this up on the what's it called? On the Nintendo's YouTube page again. Hold on. Okay, we didn't listen to too much SMT. Let's go back to the Zelda music, boys and girls. Let's go back to the Zelda. Nintendo was like, repair system, too boring. I know. I think they were probably thinking, that's what we're all thinking. We're all thinking, oh, there's going to be like a standard upgrade system or blacksmith. They're like, yeah, that's what normal developers will do. What we do is we create a whole new gameplay mechanic around a blacksmith. Why do you need a blacksmith? You're the blacksmith. You can just repair your own weapon. It's such a, I never even thought about it. What a freaking ingenious design. Like, this is why we're not game developers, and obviously we're the consumers, so we can suggest, but this is why game developers are game developers, because I never once said for like a minute that they would do something like that, like with the Sheikah Slate or whatever. I never said, oh, let's do that. I said, hey, maybe like you can do like where you can like customize your own weapons, like you can like have blueprints and build out a weapon. So I said maybe we can do that, but I never thought to them to create like a gameplay mechanic to where like, you can use. Like I never thought about that. I'm pretty sure other people did, but I never thought about that. Yo, shout outs to Josie Will says, hey, what did you think about the Zelda Lego game? I thought it was pretty cool. I used to play with Legos back in the day. What about you, Josie? I know you were streaming, but I'm guessing that you're done right now. Shout outs to Josie Will. Make sure you guys go subscribe to her channel on YouTube, and I think she's on Twitch too. So shout outs to Josie. Appreciate that, young lady. Yeah, good stuff. It was fun. I really loved the fuse mechanic. That was like super cool. So I'm gonna check out this this trailer real quick, guys. I'm gonna look inside that cave. Okay, hold up. That's not even the thing here. Bro's being salty doesn't have a 0815 crafting system like like 815 other games. Oh, I think that this crafting system's way better. Would you guys have liked a traditional crafting system or something like this? I think that this is way better for gameplay, right? Or no? I personally thought this was way better. I don't know, that's just me though. Okay, who's inside this cave? Okay, it's more constructs. It's like it's more construct weapon. Or they didn't go completely inside the cave though. Let's see, it's really cool. I think it's a perfect way to keep fresh, and apart from Breath of the Wild, yeah. Apparently Wood has the Tears of the Kingdom Switch. Wood does not have the Tears of the Kingdom Switch. No, he doesn't. Because nobody has it, because it's not, well, Nintendo has it, but nobody else has it. Magic, thank you for the subscription, appreciate that. I understand you're trying to discredit me and create your own narrative to control the facts. I'm sorry, they're tough to understand. Others don't have to conform to your opinion. That's fine, Jeremy. If that's fine, if you don't want, I mean, you can hate the game or not hate the game. I mean, you can argue all day here or whatever the case is, dude. If you don't like it, that's fine. Play something else. Like it's fine, dude. It's fine. It's just chill, dude. Just chill. It's just a video game. Let's see here. Let's see. It's way better. I'm sick and tired of having menus to craft the weapon. Yeah, this is like, it's super seamless because you can just be like, boom, like you can just, here's this, I'm hitting somebody, I'm getting the crap beat out of me. Oh, let me just, oh, now I've got a remote and this thing. Now I'm gonna hit you with this and it's stronger. Like that's like super cool, right? Like that's dope. I like that aspect of the gameplay thing, having to go back and do this and craft that. Like it's just seamless. Like it's just it breeds creativity, and that's the coolest thing about Breath of the Wild gameplay, is that it's creative. You know, that it's very creative. You didn't have to time him out, Nintendo. You didn't have to time him out. I already addressed Jeremy. I addressed him, so that you didn't have to time him out. but he seems very upset. He seems not happy. Like I said, if you're not happy with the game, that's fine too. Like if you're not happy and you want to express that you're not happy, that's fine. Then don't play it. You know, don't. But I'm pretty sure everybody here is gonna play the game at some point, right? Like I'm pretty sure everybody here is gonna play the game. So, says no arguments. I have not turned the face of this chat. No, it's all good, B-boy. It's all good, man. For someone who thinks that Breath of the Wild is a mid game, I'm sure this sure is a disappointment. I miss old Zeldas and Twilight Princess. Go back and play old Zeldas, man. Like if that's what you want, if you want the old Zeldas, they're all there for you. So go back and play those. For people that want to play the new Zelda, we can play the new Zelda. So it's all good though, man. I'll still play it day one. Then you're not as disappointed as you think that you are. I think that's then there's cap in there, right? Then there's caps, because here's the thing. If you say, oh well, it's a mid game, I don't like it, they should go back, and then I'm playing day one, there's a clear conflict of interest, or not, there's a clear disagreement. Your body or your mind is telling you something that your mouth is saying, right? Like you're not, like if it's mid and it's not very good, then maybe you should not play it and you should play something else that's better. See, that's the thing. Like, so I don't think that you actually think that, because when I think something's mid or when I think something's not good, I'm not buying it for $70 day one. But you're going out there and buying it for $70 day one because you don't actually think it's mid. You don't actually think it's bad. So I'm going to disagree. I'm going to push back just a little bit, because why would you go out and spend $70 on a mid game? Why would you, hell, not even just spending money. Let's just say you steal it, right? Why would you waste your time stealing the game? Why would you waste your time? Time is more valuable sometimes than money, right? So I'm going to say time is money. Sometimes your time and how long it takes to do something, if you're going to spend time even doing something, that's time that you can be spending into making money or doing something else or playing something that you're enjoying, right? So I'm going to push back on that a little bit. I don't think you think is mid. I think that there's a lot of people that just want to dislike New Zelda, but actually think it's much better, but they just want to say that it is, you know? So yeah. If they would just have some old school dungeons, it would be much better. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you think it's that mid. I don't think it's you think it's a bad game. But dungeons aren't a part, which we still don't know. They might, look, they didn't talk about everything. So there still could be some bigger dungeons. Like, they really didn't show, they showed one little section of the game. So I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some stuff, but the game is not built like I told you guys, the game is not built like old Zelda games. It's not going to be a game built off of, I'm going here, I'm doing this in this dungeon, I'm going to go from point A to point B in a dungeon, and then I'm going to solve this puzzle that's very scripted, that's very played out, it's telegraphed, there's only one way to solve it for the most part, with a little bit of variation. They're not going back to that style of gameplay, because Breath of the Wild sold 30 million copies. Every other old Zelda game sold nowhere near 30 million copies. Breath of the Wild sold 30 million copies. So why would they go back to the formula that sold way less than the new formula? You know, like, they're not gonna do that. Like, that's called being stupid. Like, so for example, if I'm streaming and I have 1,000 people come to my stream, right, or I have 600 people, and then like I do things now that's working for me, why would I go back and start doing things that didn't work for me or that didn't do as well for me, right? So they're not gonna go back with a sequel and completely go back to the old style of gameplay, because that didn't sell 30 million copies, right? So they're going to innovate and enhance what we already know and add new elements to that, and maybe they'll put in some things, but it's not going to be structured like an old Zelda game. You need to like let that go, you know, let it go, just let it go. It's over. It's not old Zelda, man. Like, and that's okay. Like, for example, I had my own coming to the realization moment. God of War. God of War is the new God of War. They're not going back to the Bayonetta style or Devil May Cry style of air combat, and that's fine. The new God of War is the new God of War, and they're gonna keep that because God of War Ragnarok or God of War 2018 sold 20 million copies. So of course they're gonna follow up on God of War 2018 with God of War Ragnarok. Of course they're not gonna go back to the God of War 1, 2 and style, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's called the evolution of the franchise, and it's fine. If I want to go back and play the old school God of Wars, I can go back and play them, you know, because that's just how it is, man. Sometimes you just got to realize, hey, that's how it is, and you know, you can move on or you can play it. It's up to you. It's up to you. Let's see here, but it's not that game of the year. Well, I mean, that's your opinion. A lot of people feel differently, so it is what it is. Let's see here. Old school dungeons are a thing of the past, not no linearity creep. More Breath of the Wild Hyrule Castle would work. Lots of ways to enter dungeons, solve puzzles, fighting divine beasts going in. Yeah, like I think that if they do, they'll probably do some type of divine beast dungeons or something like that. They'll probably make those better. But the focus of the game being dungeons is probably not going to be a thing. Like maybe there's segments. Like I wouldn't be surprised if there are dungeon segments in this game. But the sole focus of the game being oh snap, I hit my PS5. The sole focus of the game being dungeons is done. That is that's a done thing. Like they're not gonna do that anymore. You know, the sole focus of the game being dungeons, like previous Zelda games. The sole focus is dungeons. That's not happening anymore. You know, Travel Goddess, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. It says like Game Freak needs to take notes. Game Freak needs way more developers and way more time if they're going to. It's not about taking notes, it's about time. This game took 6 years to develop. It's got a massive team in 6 years to develop. There's no way in hell Game Freak's ever going to get 6 years to develop a Pokemon game. So it's more about the Pokemon company needs to give them more time. If they want to get something like this running on Switch, there's no way with the amount of time that they have to develop games. Tears of the Kingdom couldn't have been made in 2-3 years, you know? So yeah. Disagree that 2D Zelda is better than 3D Zelda then? No, I disagree with that. I disagree with that, but feel free to go back and play. Hey, look, the 2D games are still there for you. Speed run them, no hit them. Go back and play the old school games. They have a lot of them on the Nintendo Switch Online. There's Link's Awakening for you. There's a bunch of old school 2D games. Go and enjoy those, man. You know, there's a bunch of games that you can play. Minish Cap, or is that coming to the NSO or whatever? You know, there's games on there, so go play the old school ones, man. No need to play the new game. They're mid, right? They're mid. They are mid, so no need to play them, right? Not Game of the Year game. That's gonna reinvent the wheel once again. Yeah, this is. I haven't seen any open world games do the fusion system like this. I haven't seen any open world games like this. Is pretty new. This is pretty new. This is pretty new, so 2D games can't compare. I mean, it's everybody's opinion, right? Banzai Banjo, thank you for the Twitch follow, appreciate that. Those fans complaining are mad because they don't see Dungeons formulas back anymore. That's fine, they're all gonna go buy the game. They're all gonna go buy the game, so it doesn't really matter whether they're mad or not. Like, you can be mad all you want to, but you're still gonna go out there and buy the game, or you're still gonna play the game. You're still gonna play it, or you're gonna buy it. It's like one of the two. So no matter what, you're still spending your time or effort or money on the game.
Hey, you.
Let's see here. Shout outs to Brandon, the man with the dollar donation. Says, hey OJ, how was the marketing and info for this one compared to the original Breath of the Wild? Was there a lot of info for the first one? No, there wasn't. There wasn't a lot. People think that there was, but there really wasn't a lot of gameplay info. In 2014, we got 2 pieces of information, and then they kind of went radio silent. And then in 2016, they showed off a E3 where they showed off the game, or like one small segment of the game, like they did right now. And then in 2017, they had 2 trailers for the game. They had a January 2017 presentation trailer, and then I think they had like another trailer. But yeah, they really didn't do much. So it's actually somewhat similar. The only difference is that it's there's just longer gap in between when they started talking about the game, because like they announced it in 2014, then the game released in 2017, whereas this one has been announced in 2019 and the game's released in 2023. So that's a longer gap of time. I'm just more excited for Xenoblade DLC than the whole $7 game. That's it. Hey, that's fine, man. That's fine. Be excited. I'm excited for the Xenoblade DLC too. I think that's going to be awesome. But I don't think the Xenoblade DLC is going to be better than Tears of the Kingdom. No offense to Xenoblade. I love Xenoblade, and I think it's going to be great. But I don't think it's going to be as good as Tears of the Kingdom. That's just me, though. Let's see. Seriously, Wood has the Tears of the Kingdom Switch. Wood does not have the Tears of the Kingdom Switch. He does not have it. He doesn't have the official Tears of the Kingdom Switch. Let's see, we gotta go keep it. Hey, take it easy, man. No hard feelings. Hey, man, like I said, you're gonna still play the game. You're still gonna buy it. So, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. If you don't like the game, that's fine. Then don't like it. Nobody's telling you that's forcing you to like the game, you know? But shout outs, man. Night Owl with the subscription. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the subscription. And shout outs to Free Metroid Hat with another $10. This is what Zelda has your favorite music? Mine is Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. Favorite music? Wind Waker. Yeah. As we haven't seen that much yet, I think Hyrule Castle's style dungeons might be, but yeah, there's gonna be some. I mean, there was even dungeons in Breath of the Wild. People just didn't like them, you know. So there's gonna be that, but yeah, I don't think that they need to spoil it beforehand. Like, you know, if they are, like, just let that be a surprise in the game, you know. Let that be a surprise. Let that be a surprise in the game. Like, if they have some elaborate dungeons, let that be a surprise. Let's see here. He says, have a fun reveal, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom OLED. Now let's open it. I don't think that's the actual real Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think that's the actual real Tears of the Kingdom Switch. I really don't. I don't think it is. This is definitely photoshopped. This is definitely 3D printed and photoshopped. So yeah. So yeah. People finna rip off Tears of the Kingdom to no end. Genshin update will have fuse mechanic. Yeah, I know, seriously. So that's the free Metroid hat, man. Thank you for the another $10 though, man. I appreciate that. Holy smokes, dude. You're going ham. Yeah, Wind Waker's good. You want me to play some Wind Waker music for you? How about Dragon Roost? Dragon Roost is land. Wind Waker. Let's go. My mind is racing with all the insane weapon combinations, possibilities. Imagine the strongest weapons being fused. I know, man. That is such a god tier mechanic. MVG says that Tears of the Kingdom looks pretty good. What are you guys' thoughts? But he says, all right, Tears of the Kingdom is looking good. What did you guys think? So people are commenting on there. So it's awesome, man. Wow, so much to cover. This is Rob from Blue 2 Review. Very short glimpse of the gameplay. While the game looks identical to Breath of the Wild graphically, some new mechanics are extremely exciting. Love the sky. Recording a video. Yeah, the style of the game and everything is very similar. I do think that it has a bit more in terms of, like I said, detail when it comes like to the draw distance and stuff like that. So I think graphically it's more impressive. But once again, we will see. It looks awesome. Looks awesome, man. So yeah, so it looks really cool. Looks pretty cool. I'm looking forward to the game, man. I'm looking forward to the game quite a bit. So this is Nintendo Prime is taking a victory lap. Yeah, I've watched some of his victory lap stuff, which he was right, man. He was right, and I reported on that. Like, I actually reported on it, and I never doubted Nintendo Prime in terms of things. Like, when I watched his original video, I was like, okay, it could happen, you know. So I made a video, you know, giving him credit for that. Him and I'll just restart, you know. So yeah. Let me play that Wind Waker music. Okay, Dragon Roost is not. Okay, there we go. The smoke was lit, yes sir. Yes, sir. A blueberry sword. Oh, man. It says, I'm satisfied with what we saw today. It's not much, but I'm surprised. I don't know. It seemed like a lot to me. They showed off a lot of different things, man. I guess it wasn't like a lot, like in terms of time length. Because, like, the whole video wasn't even, like, 10 minutes, right? But even then, it was a lot in terms of, like, the possibilities, right? That knows how to take our money. I'm getting the game Pro Controller Amiibo, which is way more money. So all I gotta say is I gotta have RGT up because you're making videos like, oh, the game's not gonna sell as well because of the marketing. I think that they just sold 5 billion copies of the game right there. Like, that right there just sold so many copies of the game. We can check Amazon, of course. I think it's still gonna be #1. I mean, obviously Resident Evil has a higher digital sales ratio, but I don't think Resident Evil even passed up Tears of the Kingdom. Like, usually it will pass it up, but Tears of the Kingdom is still #1 game for the year, bestsellers, and then new releases, it's still #1. It's still #1. Resident Evil 4 didn't pass it up, and it's still up there. So PS5 is doing incredibly well. Shout out to the PS5 digital, PS5 regular. It's killing it on Amazon right now. It's killing it. And Xbox Series is there, but it's third behind it. It's last because you have the Mario bundle that's doing really well right now. The Mario Choose One bundle for $2.99, and then the Xbox Series X bundle is behind that. But yeah, man, it's crazy, dude. It's nuts. It's super cool to see. I think all the consoles prospering. This reminds me of the 360, PS3, and Wii era, where every system was eventually ended up selling very well. So this reminds me of like the second coming of that era, you know? How do you think we'll acquire all the abilities? Will there be Great Plateau again, or will it come one by one from dungeons? I mean, who knows? I have no idea what they're gonna do, man. But I want to be surprised. I want to be, you know, excited about it. So I think it's cool. There's no information on pre-orders for the Switch OLED, or the OLED Switch. I need to get that. Yeah, it's not coming out until next month, right? So I think we're gonna get more information on pre-orders and all that next month. But no, there is nothing right now. Let me check Wario. Let me check Wario 64. So yeah. Let me check Wario 64 for it. So yeah, man, it's all good. Let's see here. What's good, OJ? Fusibility has some crazy creative play. Yes, it's going to be pretty cool. Let me check Wario and see what he has to say on pre-orders and all that. Wario 64. Yeah, there's no pre-orders up, guys. If they're, yeah, Zelda OLED Switch announced. He just announced it, the package and all that. Like, he just announced it, but it's obviously not out yet. You know, the pre-orders will come later. So, yeah, April 28th. April 28th. That smoke screen gave a massive Naruto vibes. I don't know if it gave me Naruto vibes, because smoke bombs have been around way before Naruto. I mean, like ninja stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I mean, I'm imagining that you can put like that mushroom on, like, let's say something that you can throw, and then you can turn it into a custom smoke bomb, right? Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Have I seen Beat 'em Up's new video? I haven't seen Beat 'em Up's new video, but everyone's saying that he has it. He has it. I think it's a 3D printed one. I don't think it's the actual. I don't think it is, because I don't know where he would get that from. So people are saying that he has it, but I don't know how he would have it. I don't know how he would have it. So I'm thinking it's some type of joke. It's real? I don't know. Is it actually real? I'll watch the video later. There's no way in the world it's 3D print. OJ, watch the video. It's real. It's real. How did he get it? I'm not gonna watch the video on stream, because I don't know how long the video is, and I don't want to take views away from him. So I don't know how he would get something like that. It's real. It's real, OJ. He didn't say how he got it. Yeah, I'll watch the video later. And I'll determine myself. Let's see. Why does Wood call them beat 'em ups? Anyone? Beat 'em up video games? That's what I'm guessing. Why announce that not making pre-orders available right away? It'll release in 30 days. I mean, I think it's good to announce it, especially if you want to get it. Then you'll know, like, hey, don't buy a Switch. And maybe the pre-orders aren't ready with the retailers. So there's multiple reasons why you wouldn't do that. But I think it's good, like, if you're going to announce it, like, just announce it so people know. So if you're going to buy a Switch, like, maybe you hold off, you know? Sold a soul to the devil. Just for FYI. Yeah, I'll watch it later, guys. I'm not watching it on stream or anything like that. No, I'm not watching it on stream. So if you guys want to watch it on your own, go ahead and watch it. I'll watch it later for sure. But I'm not going to watch it on stream. No. I am not going to watch it on stream. Let's see, I skimmed through it, but it's definitely real. 3D printing's pretty good, so you can do some interesting stuff. But once again, I will watch it myself, guys. You know, you don't have to try to convince me that it's real. I'll watch it myself. Just relax, okay? You know, if people are like, watch it. I'll watch it later. I'm not going to sit here and watch it right now during my stream. I will watch it later, and I will determine, you know, whatever the case is. You know, like, if it's real, then that's cool. That's fine. But I'll watch it later. We're not gonna go back and forth on this, you know? Let's see here. Let's see here. See, pre-orders will probably go live for this morning or something. Box and scalpers feast as normal. We don't know when the pre-orders are gonna. I think it's April 28th, right? So I don't know when pre-orders are gonna go live for it. I do not know when, but we'll see. Of course, I'll update you guys, and follow Wario64. So follow Wario64, and he'll have the updates on there and everything. Just wait a second. I actually got it. Just finished the video. All right. Presentation was ideal and so damn hyped. Those new mechanics look insane. Yeah, they look really good. There's more. Let's see. Why y'all jumping out the window for that? Oh, man. They released the Pokemon Switch right after initial launch. Well, we'll see what they do, guys. We'll see what they do. We will see. But, yeah, obviously scalpers are going to be on the prowl when it comes down to it, you know? On the prowl. Shout out to Blandu says, let's see here. Patiently waiting for other games to take ideas from Tears of the Kingdom and have random people go, well, actually, obscure game from early 2000s did it first. Try and discredit the game's influence. Yeah, people are gonna say nuts, Banjo-Kazooie, nuts and bolts. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's cool. Let's see here. So Grub is saying I don't see shrines in the gameplay. Yeah, but I mean that doesn't mean that there isn't in there. But yeah. Doesn't mean it's not in there, but we'll see. Tears of the Kingdom game is about the standard, just like the predecessor did it. Ain't nobody gonna move me off that statement. So, okay, Juice Man Vaughn says Tears of the Kingdom is about to set the standard just like its predecessor did, and nobody gonna move me off that statement. Yeah, I think that there's going to be they said that there's more. They said that there's even more elements that they didn't show, that it would take too long for them to show all the elements in the game. So I think that's pretty cool. Like that's like dope that it's like all that stuff, right? So I like it. Air Shrines, I reckon. Maybe Air Shrines for sure. Yeah. Maybe Air Shrines. I saw what looked like a long dragon flying. I didn't see that, Night Owl, but that'd be cool, man. Thank you for the subscription earlier. Probably gonna re-release it in waves and sells a bunch. Maybe, maybe not.
I want to shake your hand.
Brandon the Man with the Dog donations. I feel like it really speaks to the pedigree of Legend of Zelda. What other AAA franchise could provide so little info and gameplay so close to release without generating concern and skepticism? Legend of Zelda does this opposite and builds excitement. Well, I think that one thing that people need to realize, like when it comes to Nintendo, like Nintendo are a master of like marketing video games. Like nobody sells more video games than Nintendo. And like I know like people, like, you know, people will call you names and call you fanboy or whatever, think that you're capping, but nobody sells more games than Nintendo. Nintendo sells more first party games than all the other console manufacturers combined, right? Like nobody sells more first party games than Nintendo. They make more and they sell more than anybody else. So I think it's interesting when people say Nintendo's not doing this correctly with their game sales. Hell, you could even argue with the Wii U that the sales ratios for their games were incredible. You take any system that sold that bad, there's been no other main system in the history of all the competitors. Like you can take every system, Sega, take every system that ever sold as bad as the Wii U. There's not even any games that come close to the game sales. Like there's no system that is, you know, that sold 14 million units and sold 8 million copies of a single video game on that system, right? So like look at the Vita sales, look at the Virtual Boy, look at any system that's failed, right? Or any system that's like a failure or that's sold as low as Nintendo has, and nobody's ever sold that many games. So I find it interesting that people over the years will constantly sit there and say this isn't going to do well or that's going to flop or whatever when it comes to Nintendo and marketing and selling games, because that's literally what Nintendo does better than any other company, is marketing and selling their games, their first party games. So I find that hardware, you can obviously, there's lots of, okay, yeah, you can agree to disagree. And yes, there has been some flops with software, right? Star Fox Zero or certain games. But when it comes to great titles, games that are actually good, you know, Nintendo does a better job overall of selling their games than anybody else. So I found it interesting that people were doubting that aspect, you know? Do you think the next game will be revolutionary like the last game? I'm feeling that I think that with the weapon fusion, I think that it has the possibility to create some incredibly epic moments that hasn't been done before in open world gaming. Like at least in terms of modern open world gaming, I think that there's like no game I've seen has done what Zelda, you know, Tears of the Kingdom is doing. So it definitely has the opportunity, but of course we need to wait and see more. It is a sequel though, obviously graphically looks similar, right? All that. I mean, it runs a lot better clearly from what we saw there. Tears of the or Breath of the Wild would have definitely croaked if they tried to, you know, make whatever they're doing in that with Breath of the Wild. It would have definitely, you know, pop in, and it would have had some lag, right? Because hell, even the opening area has that. So I think that it has the opportunity. Yeah. Shout out to J2 Blue with the Joe. Shout out to the JoJo boys. Thank you so much. With the $10, says Tears of the Kingdom looks great and very inventive. Do you think we'll get Tears of the Kingdom direct, or will they just drip feed gameplay on social media? They'll probably just do some gameplay clips and maybe like another trailer or two, but I doubt they're gonna really show too much more. So there might be a direct, J2, but there's really no need to show more. We're all buying it. We're all sold on the game for the most part. So I highly doubt that they need to really show too much more than they actually have. And Mr. Alnuma actually even referenced that when he was talking. He's like, hey, you know, it's got a bunch of stuff, but we want you guys to, you know, like, it would take forever. We're not going to do that. So I think that they're, you know, I think that they're going to, they're going to like wait on that. Says, I'm so cringe. You can feel free not to watch, man. If I'm cringe, then don't watch. You know, then don't watch. Feel free to go and do whatever you're going to do. But I'm pretty sure if people saw you in front of a camera, you wouldn't look, you'd be kind of cringy yourself, man. I'm pretty sure you ain't anybody that's worth anything, because you came to my stream complaining about me. So how about you relax, man? Relax and enjoy the stream, or you can leave, plain and simple. Let's see here. I'll be waiting for those discounted game sales. What are you talking about? I think they're going to do an overview after it releases. Seems like something they do mostly now. They didn't do an overview trailer for Breath of the Wild. They didn't do one for Breath of the Wild, but I mean, they might do it. You know, they might, for sure. They might. So with the fusion mechanic people, will the fusion mechanic people more accepting of the weapon durability? Yes, Tobias. Yes. Now, because now the weapon breaking fuses into the gameplay. Is pardon the pun, but it does. It's a integral parts. Like, oh, my weapon's about to break. Let me grab something and fuse it together. Oh, wow, that was cool. My weapon was about to break, but then I fused it with this stone, or I fused it with this spear, and I fused it with this other thing, and now I got this crazy new weapon, and now I can do this. Like, absolutely, people are going to be fine with it now, because now it goes into the gameplay. Like, it's not just, oh, my weapon broke, and now it's just like, okay, it's challenging. Now it's actually like, oh, my weapon broke, but hey, or my weapon's about to break, but I can make something really cool with it, you know? So yeah, that's the big difference. I think I'm gonna do a $50 voucher for this game. I don't know, $20 is $20. I usually get stuff physically, but it's a good deal. Yeah, it's a good deal. It's a good deal. I do recommend getting a physical copy maybe later down the line though. Nintendo Zelda games have a thing for being rare for some reason. Like if you look at every single Zelda game, for the most part, cartridge-based Zelda games are kind of rare, and I don't know why they do, but like, or even just like the console, like let's say like a new copy of Twilight Princess on the GameCube, right? Or even some of the copies of like Twilight Princess on the Wii, those are going up in price. Wind Waker on the GameCube going up in price. So a lot of stuff is going up. So I do suggest getting one later down the line just for collectors. So that's Squidward with the dollar says, can you play Goddess Ballad, please? Yes, I can. Thank you for the dollar donation, man. I appreciate the support. Holy smokes! Thank you for the donation, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So you're leaning towards there not being actual dungeons again? There were dungeons in the previous game. There were. They just weren't as elaborate. I'm leaning towards there not being as crazy. The game structure is not going to be like old Zelda. So no, that's not going to happen. But whether there's real dungeons in the game or not doesn't really matter, because everyone is going to play the game regardless. You know, whether you like it or not, having that or not is irrelevant, because we're all going to play the game. But I'm leaning towards it's not going to be structured like where everything's about the dungeons and going through. It's not going to be like that. Will there be some maybe optional areas that are dungeon-like Hyrule Castle and stuff like that? Yeah, probably. But is the game going to be dungeon-based like previous Zelda games? No, absolutely not. Which is fine by me. I don't mind. Let's see. I got the game for $59.99 when Best Buy Amiibo. May 12th birthday. Nice. Let's go. I forced myself to skip the trailer. I'd rather go in blind. Heck, if the new OLED isn't tempting, my launch Switch will still be going strong. If I were you, I would definitely check out the trailer or like the gameplay video of Reluctant Hero. Just check it out. They don't spoil anything. It's such a small slice. You know, it's not really much. So if I were you, I would check it out for sure. I would check it out. Yo, what's up, Yak Diesel? Welcome to the stream. I personally relieved that Nintendo tends to focus on their own creative vision instead of trying to adjust according to what they hear from sweaty dweebs. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like it's all good. Like if people like that structure before of old Zelda, I mean that's fine. But once again, like I don't think that they're going to kill off what made Breath of the Wild so successful and reviewed so well. You know, like we've had multiple Zelda games, right, come out with traditional dungeons, and none of them have been anywhere near the sales of Breath of the Wild. So they're not gonna go back to that structure. That doesn't make any sense to repeat that after they've had so much success with Breath of the Wild. Credits for the amiibos are up in case you want that. I think I already bought the one where links like this, right? That one. I think I bought that one already. I think I have it pre-ordered at Best Buy. People confuse their own dungeons if they want that, but yeah, I don't know if they confuse their own dungeons. So yeah, I love the eyeball arrow. Now monsters can be used for more than just ingredients and recipes. Yeah, that's another creative thing to bias. Yeah, very cool. Did I miss the gameplay? Yeah, you definitely missed the gameplay. You can rewind the stream, or you can check it out on Nintendo's channel. Just go on the videos tab on Nintendo's channel and you'll be able to see it there. Flying house confirmed, basically. Okay, Greg, you're not wrong. You can literally make... No, you're not wrong. You can make a house. You can definitely make a house out of the wood. You can fuse it together. You can hit the thing and it will be a flying house. No, you're actually right about that. Yo, flying houses are confirmed, Greg. You can actually make a flying house. Greg was saying that there's gonna be a flying house yesterday, and we all took it for a joke, but yeah, there's actually flying houses in the game. That's hilarious, man. That is so funny. Yo, Aaron J with the $5, 5 British pounds. It says, imagine mapping got hold of Zelda license and anime would be crazy. But Mappa? Shout out to the UK Great Stream. I don't know what that is. Imagine Mappa? I have no idea what that is. What is that, Aaron J? Thank you for the 5 British pounds, man. Shout outs to the UK. Shout outs to the flying houses. He's not wrong. You could probably do... No, you can't. It's not even... You can, because you can get wheel propellers and you can orient them any way that you want, right? You can orient them down, or you can orient them up, or you can orient them different ways. So the fact that you're going to be able to take those wheels and orient them down, that they propel downward, and then you can just build the wood, like stick it like up and down, right? So just do that and then just build the top of the house, or you can just have like an open area and you'll be able to hit that thing with hit it and it'll propel the thing upward. You can absolutely make a flying house. You can absolutely make a flying house in the game. So Mappa is an anime studio that made Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, okay. Cool. Imagine if they got a hold of the Zelda license anime. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'd like that. People are going to be making some crazy vehicles. Imagine what YouTube... Oh my god. The YouTube videos are going to be insane. Like, speedrunners and Zelda content creators are just like... They're like salivating. Their mouth probably watered because of the views and the money that they're going to make. There's going to be millionaires made off of this game. Like... I'm going to do my best to try to create great content for the game as well, like some tutorial vids and cool different things that I found out in the game. Like, I'm going to do my best to try to take advantage of it. And of course, but there's going to be legit, like, I think maybe millionaires made off of this game, or people that are going to reverse their fortunes on YouTube. You know, like, because like they're going to be creating so much cool custom content and things that you've never saw, and it's going to get millions of views years down the line. So maybe not millionaires, but definitely people that are going to get a bunch of new subs and a lot of money made off this game. So yeah, man, I think it's going to be nuts. I think it's going to be super cool. Shout outs though, man. Thank you for that. The Squidward, thank you for that donation, man. Got that ballad for you. Let's say I'm going to build a tank. Yeah, build a tank, man. I mean, maybe they're gonna have steel in the game, right? So maybe you get some strong materials. You can just build it. You can just drive in a tank. You're on top of it, just like, you know, and you just tank by. Maybe, but you gotta find some way to shoot stuff, right? So I don't know. Maybe you can make a cannon in the game. I'm not really sure. But no, it's cool. It's super cool. I am. It's super cool. I am excited. I am super duper excited for the game. Looking forward to it quite a bit. Looking forward to all the stuff that's happening. So yeah. It was all good. So yeah. So there's already a cannon. The final that weapon from the trailer fused into a stick with the cannon. Okay, cool. Yeah. The trailer got your imagination running. This is exactly what I want. Yeah, it's super cool with that stuff too. Peak timeline. Yeah, this is a great time to be alive. We're spending time with the launch, coming up with the crazy fusions. What we know. Yeah, man, I'm just looking forward to all the possibilities, dude. It's just crazy. So yeah. So it's just I'm gonna get some more reactions on it. This is the Master Sword, the Blade of Evil's Bane, the weapon wielded by your ancestors to slay the most horrific fiends across the land. I'ma stick a big rock on it. Shout outs to the NC Smaster. So yeah. So okay, so yeah, Wood shows let's see here. Wood shows the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Switch. He shows it that he has it, but I'm not 100% convinced that it's actually real. I'm not 100% convinced that it's 100% real. I think it's there, but there's something off about it. There's something I just saw on Twitter. There's something a little off about it. Something a little bit off about it. But we'll see. We will see. Some people, everyone's saying that it's real. Everyone's saying that it's real. And the performance for the, let's see here. Let's see, yeah, it doesn't even turn on in the whole video. Yeah, like he didn't turn it on, right? He didn't turn it on. He didn't, but maybe he doesn't want to get his video taken down, right? Like, if you turn it on and you start going through it, that gives Nintendo, like, more ability to, like, take the video down. So I think there's a reason why he didn't turn it on, but, you know, once again, I will analyze the video with great scrutiny, because there was a time when people thought that Etika had an actual Switch as well. And it actually ended up being 3D printed, like a super good looking 3D printed one, right? So yeah, but yeah, we'll see. The performance, especially in the Link, was diving through the air, looked very smooth. Looks to be a high watermark for what the Switch is capable of. I think that here's the problem, right, Huddy? Think of it this way. Give me 1 second here, guys. So think of it this way. I have a hard drive, right? And you have a hard drive. We both have a hard drive, and we are both tasked on creating a project. One of the hard drives they both have 128 gigabytes on it, right? And we're both tasked with creating something using the same tools, the same thing, the same everything, right? And the project that we're creating is quite large, or it takes time. Now, on my team, I have 1 million people to help me. And I have as long as I want, years. And I have funding and everything. On your team, you have less funding, less time, same hard drive to create the same project. Whose project is going to turn out better and work better? On the same hard drive, same everything. Well, my project is, because I have the time, I have the resources, and I have everything ready to go, even though we're creating on the same hard drive, right? So that is the difference. It's not that developers can't do what Tears of the Kingdom does. It's just that Tears of the Kingdom has nearly unlimited funds, unlimited resources, massive team size, and time to create. That's the biggest difference. When you're crunched on time, that can be the biggest factor why something doesn't work out the way that you want it to work out, right? So that's essentially it. Like, if I wanted to create videos every day, well, obviously, I can't make 4-hour videos all in depth every single day and create that type of content because it takes too long. So I don't have the time to do that, right? So that's the biggest difference with Tears of the Kingdom, and why you're not going to see developers, why you haven't seen any developer. I don't think there's a single game on the Nintendo Switch that looks and run as good as Tears of the Kingdom, like with the size that it is, right? There's games that might look better, but it's not that size, and it's definitely not going to run as good as it does. Hell, even Breath of the Wild, right? But Tears of the Kingdom for sure. So that's the biggest issue that you're dealing with. What you can do, though, to help out people that don't have the time and the resources is to increase the size of the hard drive, right? So you can maybe create something that's better if you had more of if what you were working with was better. And that's the difference when people have like stronger hardware, right? You can maybe do a little bit more and brute force things over having to optimize and have the team size to do that. So that's the main difference with Tears of the Kingdom compared to, other open world games on the Switch or some of the third-party games or whatever, or even like Pokemon, right? Or even Pokemon. They don't have the team size and they don't have the time either. So Zelda does. So that's the difference. But yeah, it's going to be a benchmark, but it's going to be a benchmark that nobody's going to be able to hit. At least not in Nintendo, not right. Nobody's going to be able to hit that because nobody has that type of team size and resources and time to create that type of project, right? So that's the reason why. But no, you're right though in saying that it's a benchmark. It's absolutely, but I don't see any of the developer in the Switch's timeline hitting that, That's very true. The same concept with the application of software. Sometimes we want to design and make cool ideas, but can't because higher up managers have strict timelines. Yeah, like if you want to create something really cool, like in a software app, right? Okay, well you're like, hey, well, this needs to be debugged. We need this, we need that, and the managers are like, no, you've got 3 months. No, that program has to roll out. My sister, she does that too, and they're like, oh, well, you only got 3 months, so you can't put everything in that you want to put in or everything that you want to do. In there because time is valuable. Time is everything for the most part when it comes to these games. So the worst thing that they kept the stamina wheel. I feel it's lazy in games to have it. Weapon durability is fine, but stamina wheel in the games is dumb. I don't understand why stamina wheel is dumb. That creates strategy. If you can have unlimited stamina in a game, that creates it to where it makes it too easy. But in Breath of the Wild or even in Tears of the Kingdom, you're able to craft stamina potions. So if you run out of stamina, you can easily just drink a potion. And you will be able to recover your stamina 100%. But having the stamina stuff actually creates better gameplay experiences, in my opinion, because now you can craft potions. Now you can't spam attacks and spam different things that lets you just make the game easy, like lets the game be easier. So I don't think it's really dumb that they did that. I think that you're just looking for a really easy, like I can spam weapons and all that. But take it as like, hey, it's not something to where it's dumb. Take it as, okay, it adds complexity to the combat and it adds complexity to the mechanics in the game. So don't take it as a dumb thing. Take it as a interesting mechanic that they put into the game. So you can't spam stuff because if you just have unlimited stamina, you can spam attacks, you can spam anything that you want to. You can just climb mountains for forever. You can do whatever you want. Although they did put in the new ability where you can go through, ceilings. So that does alleviate some of the stamina stuff, right? But yeah, I don't think that they want to make the game easier. Like, and that's one thing. Like, I don't think they need to do anything to like make it to where Link can easier, like, spam certain stuff that can kill enemies faster, or that Link can just easily climb anything, no problem. I know Assassin's Creed doesn't have a stamina thing, but Assassin's Creed sucks compared to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Like, I don't think Assassin's Creed is anywhere near as good as Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, or as good as Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom will be. So I think that stamina actually helps out with strategy and all that. So yeah. So no, I think it actually adds a level of, Elden Ring also has stamina, and I think that creates, once again, strategy to where you can't spam attacks, you can't spam certain things. So no, I'm gonna have to disagree with that. I think some people just want easy mode. They want easy modes, right? You want everything to be super easy. You want it to be where you can just do whatever you want, you know, spam attacks, and it doesn't matter. You know, I can just climb up anything. You don't want any strategy. You don't want to like do the crafting and other stuff like that. It's just kind of lazy, in my opinion, to not want to actually explore the mechanics of the game. That's easily solvable. Like running out of stamina is easily solvable. Once again, you can just craft the potion. You know, I was about to have a breakout year. Speaking life to it. I see your progress. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Let's see. I don't like how stamina looks on the UI. Was it too front and center? I don't see the problem with it. I don't know. I think it needs to be kind of front and center. Otherwise, you miss it. It might be hard to gauge because there's so much stuff going on. It's an open world game. So I don't know. I think it's actually good that they put it there so you know exactly, you know, when it's gonna run out. You know, because there's been times when I played Elden Ring or I've played other games and like I forget that my stamina runs out. I mean, you gotta look and up into the corner or whatever, right? So I don't think it's a bad thing, personally. GameStop is gonna have pre-orders at 1 p.m. PT. GameStop is gonna have pre-orders at 1 p.m. PT. Today for the Tears of the Kingdom OLED. So, okay, where did you guys see that at? Where did you guys see that at? I didn't see it. So David Cash JRPG says, I'm so ready. I can't wait for another 10 out of 10 experience from Zelda team. Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty good. Pretty good. I don't see that right there. Okay, Commonwealth Realm says this will be the best game ever. The Zelda OLED Switch is real. Okay. Nice. Nice, good stuff. I like it. But I don't see. Did Wario64 post that? Let me see here. Yeah, I don't see where Wario posted that. Yeah, Wario didn't post that, so I don't know if that's actually happening. If Wario didn't post it. Let's see here. What's with these weirdo comments? I don't know, man. I don't know. People are allowed to have their opinion, though. Wario posted the 1 p.m. I tagged you, PlayerEssence. Okay, Wario posted 1 p.m. Okay, let's see. You did not tag me. I don't see you tagging me. Are you sure it was me? I looked on Wario64's page and I don't see him posting anything on that. Okay, never mind. I did see it. Okay, I do see it now. Apparently, GameStop will have pre-orders for the Zelda OLED and Pro Controller around 1 p.m. PT. The Pro Controller case expected online only. In stores will take limited pre-orders for the OLED. Will also be online. Okay, so looks like, yeah, 1 p.m. PT. So at least we have there's gonna be a mad rush for that thing, man. We'll see what happens. I'll definitely be offline by then, so I'm just gonna focus on getting that. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna come back for another stream today. I think I'm gonna come back for another stream. So yeah. What, the Master Cycle? Maybe the Master Cycle's back in some type of way. We're gonna have to wait and see, you know? Probably not at the beginning, though. You probably won't be able to get it at the beginning. So yeah, I am going to retweet this. Pre-orders. Let me just I don't need to comment on anything. I can just retweet it. I don't need to quote tweet it. I can just retweet. I'll put a reminder on your phone. Okay, yeah, Billy. Okay, thank you, Billy. I appreciate that, Billy. Billy tagged me, then I saw it. But I didn't see Casual Noobs. Let's see here. Yeah, today, 1 p.m. at GameStop, though. I just actually resubscribed to my GameStop Pro card. I have not, what's it called? I have not It's been 10 years since I resubscribed to it just because I'm tired of Amazon, dude. Amazon has been messing up my orders lately. They've been not shipping my stuff on time. So, I mean, I'm usually good with Amazon, and I'll still buy some games on Amazon, but I'm going to start buying, like, day one stuff. I'm going to start going to GameStop again. I'm going to start actually going back to GameStop. So, I bought Resident Evil 4 at GameStop, and I'm going to buy the Tears of the Kingdom OLED at GameStop. So, I'm back to GameStop. After a 10-year hiatus, I'm back. The guy was like, oh, man, it's been 10 years since your card expired. I'm like, yeah. I still shop there sometimes, but I just stopped going there regularly. Yeah, Amazon's not great for day one releases and stuff, so I'm going back to GameStop, and all my GameStops are open. Like in my town, like I have every single GameStop is still open. I have a GameStop right by my house. I have a GameStop like right by my house, so I'm gonna go to that GameStop today. I'm gonna be on my phone ready to pre-order, but then I'm also gonna go to the GameStop to see if I can pre-order in store at 1. So that's gonna be pretty cool. The kids are gonna be in school, so hopefully I'll be able to get it, no problem. I like Best Buy because they're burn-in protection. I don't really. The Switch doesn't. I don't have any problem with Switch OLED burn-in or anything like that. I have an OLED Switch and it works just fine. Kind of sucks for those of us who don't have GameStop within 45 minutes. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it'll be pre-orders somewhere else too. There'll be pre-orders somewhere else. Amazon's good for, like, let's say you just want to buy a game and have it come to your house. You know, like, it's good for that, like, later. Okay, so Gene Park says seamless sky to earth transition is already pretty amazing. Seriously, serious question. What other games have that much verticality, including fully built and designed biomes in the sky? I haven't seen it. So I haven't seen it. I'm just buying the Switch OLED for the collectors because it's gonna be worth a lot in the future. So yeah. Yeah, good stuff all around though, man. It's exciting. Been getting my Walmart orders 5 days early. Pre-order everything from them now. Okay, Walmart. Walmart does not have a. Do they have like a rewards program? I think they do, but does it count for video games? Because I signed up with GameStop because they have a reward program. You know. So that's the reason why I signed up. And GameStop is super cheap. It's like $14 for like the whole year. So it's actually pretty cheap, and like you get like coupons after you buy stuff. So it's actually a pretty good rewards program. They stopped doing midnight releases though because it's too dangerous to do midnight releases. So they stopped doing those. At least in my city. I don't like Amazon anymore either. I've gone to Best Buy for day one releases. Yeah. Do you think there'll be any phishing aspects with the game? May I ask? Like via Fusion, maybe? I mean, maybe. Oh, Wyatt. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do there? You know? I think it's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be fun. So yeah. Yeah, like some people are even saying like Banjo-Kazooie had like a thing to, like where you can control stuff like with like a little like a fusion thingy. So some people are equating it to that, which yeah, I can see that. I can see it a little bit. I don't still think it's not bad. It's not Banjo-Kazooie, but you know. I get most of my stuff digitally, digitally anyways. Literally no place to buy games around here. Yeah, unfortunate, man. Very unfortunate. There's an ascend ability. Wonder if there's also descend ability too, where you can go down through the floor. I don't think that there's a descend ability, but we'll see. It says GameStop pre-orders are only going to be online. The in-stores are going to be online. The in-stores will be for online pre-orders too. So you can go in-store and pre-order for online. GameStop online. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, some people, like, in terms of, like, some of the criticism, some people are saying, like, Benji Sales, for example, just feels that it's just okay, just medium. He feels that, very excited to play from form of gameplay perspective, and it looks like an awesome sandbox, but good lord, the Switch hardware is showing its age in terms of visual performance, and was hoping to see dungeons, etc. I don't know, the performance looked okay to me. I don't think that there was anything wrong with the performance of the game. Like, it looked very stable to me. I can see, like, graphic-wise, I can see what he's saying there a little bit, but performance seemed fine to me. It didn't seem like there was a bad performance, in my opinion, but it's all good. I think he means, like, he wishes that it was 60 frames per second, you know? OJ, man, this new spin on weapon upgrades, total freedom to create vehicles is going to be crazy. Yeah, it's going to be nuts. Thought to be disappointed about anything that didn't show. Yeah, I think it's just graphics, guys. That's really just it. Like, I think it's really just graphics. I mean, if you look at, like, guys that are more about PlayStation and Xbox, they're mainly going to look at graphics. Graphics is going to wow them more than gameplay in terms of just looking at the game. Now, once they play it, it might be different. But guys that, like, favor PlayStation and Xbox will always look at graphics first, as this is what makes the game more impressive than gameplay mechanics. Like, that's something that we already know. So, for example, look at, like, Hellblade, right? Like, Hellblade has shown literally almost no gameplay mechanics, but they're like, wow, this is exciting. I'm hyped for it because of the graphics, right? Whereas, like, more of, like, people that lean towards, like, Nintendo fans, they're like, wow, look at the different gameplay abilities. This is better or more advanced than anything else that I've seen on other systems, right? So it's a little bit reversed in terms of what you're looking for. Some people play games for graphics, and that's what wows them to get them into the experience. Some people play games for more of the gameplay experience, and then, like, you know, if the, you know, graphics aren't as necessarily a driving vehicle for what they feel and all that, you know. So yeah. So I love the styles. It's not really about the style isn't there. It's basically because, one, obviously you're watching it through YouTube, so there's compression there. It's probably gonna look better on your TV, just like Breath of the Wild. If you watch it on like a trailer, it doesn't look as good as on your TV. But I think that, like, I understand some of that. I disagree, but I understand, like, the sentiment. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you play it, like, on a PS5 or something, it'd be like 60 frames per second, or, like, you know, 1440p or 4K or whatever the case is, right? So I 100% get that. There's gonna be people that mod it, PCs, stuff like that. So you'll be able to get that experience if you want that experience. People who want to be able to play it anywhere that they want, and be able to play it, like, you know, on native hardware or whatever, they're gonna be able to get that if they don't mind. They're just looking out for, like, the gameplay, you know. Nintendo's always been about the games, not the graphics. I think that there's been times when Nintendo's about the graphics. I mean, obviously the Super Nintendo era, Nintendo was absolutely about graphics, with the FX chips and stuff like that. But they were also really about the games too. It was the games first and the graphics were the next thing. N64 Nintendo was about the games first and graphics too. That was also part of it. I think even the GameCube to the degree, but Nintendo's always been games first and then the graphics are the vehicle to drive that. But it wasn't really until, like, the Wii era when they really just said, okay, graphics really are lower on the priority. The Wii era, Wii U, Switch, this era. But in the older eras, they were it was a bit more balanced, you know. Breath of the Wild was 900p, and that was a Wii U port, just to have better resolution performance. I'm guessing that Tears of the Kingdom will have super resolution. I think that it's already been confirmed. I forgot, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to have some type of super resolution. So I don't know. I mean, they might do native again 900 or maybe even 720, but it's going to up the image quality with super resolution. So I think that it does. I think I made an article or I made a video talking about that. It will have that. So very similar to implementation of, like, let's say Xenoblade Chronicles, right? Where, like, the native image is, like, whatever, but it's being upscaled to look better than what it actually is, almost like a DLSS, right? But the FX super resolution. So I think that they're going to do, AMD super resolution. So I think they're going to do something similar to that. So yeah. I mean, honestly, I'd argue good aesthetically pleasing. NGC or PS2 game that's up-resed looks just as nice as many modern games. Yeah, I think that, like, in the modern era, in terms of graphics and all that, the modern era, like, that was the PS2 and up. So, like, that was when people actually started looking like people. Like, faces, body shapes, types were very, like, it went from, like, the blocky to more realistic. So anything from the PS2 era and up, even, like, upscaled or remastered, is gonna look as good as some modern games, because it's the law of diminishing returns. Like, once you go past polygons and blocky looking characters. So anything PS2, GameCube, you know, PS2, GameCube, Xbox and up, like, if you upscale or whatever, it's gonna be like, okay, that looks decent, you know, especially from, like, you know, PS3 360 and up for sure. So that's the reason why. Law of diminishing returns, and of course, you know, the realistic proportions they were able to get in that generation, you know. Yo, what's up, Jamrock? Yo, thank you for the shout outs, man. Thank you for chatting over there on Twitch. So I'm wondering how long Wood's video is gonna be up. He didn't turn on the Switch, so I don't think Nintendo's gonna take it down, because Nintendo doesn't know if that's actually a real system or not. Like, they can't confirm it. He could have got everything designed to look just like the leak that we had, so I don't think Nintendo's gonna take that video down. Now, if he turned it, everyone's saying that he didn't turn it on, and if he turned it on and started exploring it and all that, that's a whole different situation, right? So I think that they might take that video down. But the fact that he didn't turn it on is another thing, right? What a great day, regardless. What an amazing time we're all in the moment. Game still feels lucrative at the moment. I feel like we'll see more. Game's historic. Yeah, I think that once we actually play it, it's going to be like, once the reviews actually come out, people are going to be like, wow, it does so much crazy stuff, you know? So yeah, gameplay wise, it's super creative and inventive, you know? Art direction is graphics, realism is art style. The classic example of people swallowing the source because they can't allow themselves to say Nintendo produces great graphics. Like I said, it's opinionated, right? Like, once again, like, if you got like PS5 and Xbox Series, you're looking at the graphics in those games and some of the open worlds like Horizon, right, for example. But Horizon Forbidden West, you can't do all the things that you can do in this game, and it's definitely not as seamless. The world's not going to be as big, and it's not as seamless, and it's not the verticality in terms of how high you can go up, and the things that you can do in the game are just nuts. So I mean, I don't mind them. I mean, the fact that they're able to even get it looking as good as it does and running as good as, from what they showed, running and looking as good as it does, I think with the Switch hardware, that's pretty crazy. You're going to be able to take that anywhere that you want. So, like, once again, I do get the other side, though. Like, I 100% get the other side of the argument, you know? So yeah. Realism doesn't mean the game is automatically good. The art style is just fine. I think that realism for some people, or the graphics, that's what, like I said, it really gets them excited, more excited than the actual gameplay. That's the thing. Like, I think that's what some gamers are very wooed by graphics. Graphics, you know, graphics are what moves it for them. So yeah, even like Brian Altano says, Tears of the Kingdom gameplay looks very fun, but it's still missing that bit of brand new Zelda game vibe for me. They doubled down on creative gameplay systems, but with lots of graphics, music, and world design feel familiar so far. Still hyped for, just want a bigger leap. So yeah, I think for a lot of people, it's just like, if the graphics were like, oh my gosh, this looks way better, I think they would have completely changed their mind. The gameplay stuff looks great. You know, the gameplay stuff looks great. But I mean, I don't know, the world design, I don't know if the world design feels familiar. I think the sky areas are definitely a pretty big step up. So I think it's a pretty big step up, man. So I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. I think once we start playing the game, people are gonna start noticing different things. But I think they really want to just show. They didn't show more like with the story. They didn't show all some stuff. But I 100% get that. Like, it's a sequel. I think people had the same reaction to like God of War Ragnarok. You know, like when that came out. You know, so people have the same reaction to that too. But I don't know. I'm excited to just explore the sky, like the huge biomes, like the sky areas. Like, I'm excited for that. That to me is like, the wow moment for me was the weapon fusion. Like, that was like, yo, like, this is gonna create so many different gameplay ideas. Like, that was to me it was. That was the wow moment for me. So yeah. But yeah, not everybody feels the same way though. Not everybody feels the same way. That's a weird criticism for a game, limited footage. I mean, they're just going off of what people show, you know? So for example, like Stealth wanted this. He wanted to see towns, dungeons, side quests, new characters, expansion pass. He wanted them to show all that in 10 minutes. That's impossible. There was no way they're going to be able to show all that in 10 minutes. That's why I'm saying, like, some people had unrealistic expectations for it. Like, I just felt like maybe they're going to show, like I said, I thought maybe a snippet of story, but they didn't really show any story. I thought maybe, like, new gameplay mechanics, kind of like how the sky areas work, kind of like new, like, that's what I thought that they were going to show. Like, it pretty much lined up with what I thought, you know, but there was no way they're going to show all that stuff. Now Stealth put up the Hopium post. Yeah, that was 2 hours ago, so that was before that was right before it. So so yeah, and then he put up this Alnova didn't cover story, characters, side quests, dungeons, or anything like that, but one thing made clear: the gameplay demonstration of Tears of the Kingdom was going to be an enormous adventure. Okay, yeah, I did read that. So yeah, and he said, like, Alnova rode past the Dueling Peak stable and didn't talk to anyone there, but Beetle is confirmed. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, it's gonna be fun, dude. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. That's not just feasible. Yeah, it's not feasible for 10 minutes. That's not feasible for 10 minutes. No, but it's fun. Everyone's talking about it, whether good or bad or whatever the case is. Like, I completely get it, you know? I'm just excited for, like I said, like, I'm excited for the sky areas. I'm excited for like the new Sheikah Slate abilities. I'm excited for like the creativity. OJ, what did I miss? I don't know when you left. I'm gonna craft a saddle for that enormous dragon in the background. All right. People need to learn about show, don't tell. We've been there before. They showed us the Great Plateau. People said, where are the towns and people? We haven't seen 1% of Tears of the Kingdom patience. Yeah, that's true. People were like, there's no towns in the game. There's no, I can't see this. Like, where is it at? But they had, like, the trailers that they had were, like, more, like, hype. Like, they put together those crazy trailers with the presentation. So that was different for people. But I think that, that's the difference. This is when does it start? It's already started. It was at 7 a.m. PT. It was about almost going on 2 hours ago that we watched the footage. So you can watch it. It's up on the YouTube channel, or you can rewind this stream and watch it. But it's on the Nintendo YouTube channel. So you missed it, Troy. When we live reacted. See, the minute I see weapon breaking, I was like, nope. Wait, hold up. You didn't see what you can do, Psychotic Assault? You can freaking create your own custom weapons that can, like, basically like a on-the-site blacksmith. You can fuse the weapon, then all of a sudden it won't break. That's freaking ingenious. Wait, hold up. You didn't see that? Are they gonna be people on the Sky Island? That's the question. I don't know, man. Maybe that there are. Maybe this is the beginning. Obviously, people are talking about ties to Skyward Sword. So I think there's also that as well. Let's see, but he made the more durable. Do you want a Deku stick that never breaks? That makes no sense. Oh man, I think that you're gonna be able to obviously get weapons. Like, it's gonna create like scenarios where you're fighting, something's about to break, thing, like you just randomly pull something to fuse it, then like finish off the enemy. It's going to be fun. You know, it's going to be a fun way of incorporating weapon breaking, but having it not be as annoying, right? The recallability looks interesting. Yeah, it does look pretty cool. There might be some. There's obviously going to be some like puzzles that they use for that system as well, too. You know. Let's see. Was it meant to be the same? Seems the game seems skippy a bit here and there. Not much. It was like 4 movements, like the rock falling. Dragon seemed to skip a bit. Maybe if I go back and look at it, but it seemed like it ran pretty smooth to me. I didn't really see any skipping all over the place, like you're saying. Like 4 moments, like the rock falling. I didn't see that. But let me go back and take a look at it, and then I can kind of judge. But I didn't see that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Still regular though, so it doesn't matter how they look. A cool weapon breaking is the worst. Well, no, it ties directly into gameplay of Psychotic Assault, though. So, like, if something's about to break in the old game, it would just break. There's nothing that you can do. In this game, you can now add stuff to it to where it won't break. You can add more things to it to where it won't happen at all. It's not the same thing. It's not still breaking, though. Like, hold up. That's a completely different system, though, because in the old game, you couldn't do anything. In this game, you can actually fuse something to it and it won't break, and you can continue fighting there, and then you can get rid of the weapon, then fuse two other different things and make it far more durable. Heck, there might be even some weapons that they're so durable to the point to where it doesn't break at all. We don't really know. So hold up here, Psychotic Assault. You're assuming way too much. Based off of what he did there, he hit multiple enemies with that stone attached to it, and it looked like it didn't even come close to breaking at all. So hold up, there's a whole different mechanic tied into it. That's not the same thing at all. Hold up. I understand your take on gamers who are more impressed with graphics, but I think that the better tech a game can both have good graphics and gameplay. Doesn't have to be one or the other, in my opinion. Well, yeah, absolutely. But for a lot of gamers out there, it actually is kind of like one or the other in some respects, right? So let's take a look at it in terms of like gamers who feel a certain way. I'm not saying that it is, but look at gamers like I've seen the same guys that are saying I'm not impressed get absolutely blown away by what was it, Benji. He said he wasn't impressed, like, oh, the graphics is so like not so good. But like Hellblade, for example, has zero gameplay, and he was like, oh my gosh, I'm blown away, this looks incredible. So yeah, there are absolutely gamers out there that will take graphics, and the gameplay can just be mediocre. Hellblade's gameplay is very mediocre, but the graphics are very good. There's not a lot of really cool, like, you know, crazy gameplay things in there. There's some crazy like narrative and stuff in there, but there are a lot of people who do feel that the gameplay is the vehicle driving for graphics are the vehicle driving for the gameplay. The gameplay can just be standard. It can just be vanilla, and they'll be fine with it. Creative and inventive gameplay with open, huge worlds and stuff like that is very few and far in between. Very few and far in between. So there are people who do feel that graphics drive more of everything. Once again, there are people that were blown away, wowed, oh my gosh, greatest thing ever from facial animations in Hellblade, like legit. And like what they've shown almost no gameplay, and I saw the same people that are like it's just okay. So, oh my gosh, they're so impressed, they cannot wait for Hellblade just because the graphics are good. They didn't show any cool gameplay mechanics or anything like that, but it's good enough for them. All they gotta have is her just hitting people a couple times, and all of a sudden that will take the gameplay to the next level for them because the graphics are good. So there's absolutely people that are out there like that. It's a balancing act. Like, if your graphics are incredibly good, I think your gameplay can be more mediocre. Your gameplay can be more mediocre, and people will still be impressed because you have the visuals, maybe you have the story. Hellblade is that. The gameplay of the game is very mediocre. It's very, very mediocre from an action game standpoint. There's games that do gameplay way better, but what does Hellblade have? It has graphics, it has story, it has narrative, so it has other things that make up for that. So if you're looking at a gameplay presentation, right? Like a gameplay presentation where they're just showing gameplay, if your graphics aren't there and you're not really, that's not what attracts you to a game, you're immediately going to be like, not quite as good. Whereas they can show you facial animations or they can show you graphics. I saw some guys that were like, with Final Fantasy 16, they showed almost no gameplay, but they were super hyped about it. There was like literally no, but like, oh my gosh, it looks incredible. The graphics, that's the driving factor for them. There is that. Now, yeah, you can have both, but think about it for a second, guys. The games that have the most creative gameplay, are the graphics as good as the games that have the best graphics? Absolutely not. Like, look at the games that have all the different crazy creative gameplay ideas. Are any of those games have the best graphics? There's always a balancing act. There's always a balancing act. No matter what you do, there's always that. The games that have the best graphics usually don't have the most creative gameplay or most gameplay ideas. The games that have the most creative gameplay ideas and all that usually don't have the best graphics, because you only have a finite amount of time to make all your gameplay ideas and make your graphics and make everything. So that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Final Fantasy gameplay looks incredible too, though. It does, but can you do all the stuff that you can do in Tears of the Kingdom? Absolutely not. Can you go high up into the sky? No. Is it seamless open world? No, it's not. It's not a seamless open world. You don't have that type of verticality. The map isn't going to be as big. It's just not. It's not. The gameplay is going to look great, but it looks awesome. Don't get me wrong, and it's great for what it is. But they're focusing more on the graphics side. But they're not going to do as many different gameplay ideas. Like obviously not. It's not a real true open world either. It's much smaller. They said that there's open-ended areas, but it's not a real open world game. You know. I got you, bro. But at the end of the day, it's also true. It is. But I'm just simply going objectively based off of what I've seen. I mean, maybe you can select The Witcher. That's a pretty good balance of incredible graphics and great gameplay, right? But once again, The Witcher, you know, you can't interact with the world like you can. Like we've had some open world games where you can climb up, like Breath of the Wild, you can climb up walls and all that. You can't do that in The Witcher. Like you can't do that to the extent. Like they don't have like the type of, environmental stuff, right? Like chopping down a tree and using that to build something, or creating the stasis, like the physics like stasis. Like there's always something missing regardless. Even when Nintendo makes their next system, I don't like if they make like the next Zelda game, and it's like this huge open world, or they do something different, right? It's not gonna look as good as like, let's say, Horizon Forbidden West or something like that, right? And Horizon Forbidden West is not gonna have the type of, gameplay ideas and all that Legend of Zelda has, when it comes to things. Like you're not gonna be able to do all that because they have a certain amount of time to make the game, Let's see here. This is Aloy can only climb climbing points. Link can climb on anything. See what I'm saying? Like they don't have the time. They're focusing on graphics and they're focusing on other things. They don't have the capacity to be able to make Aloy climb on anything. That's too much because of what they're doing with the graphics in the game. So they're focusing on that. Whereas obviously Nintendo, they're like, oh well, we want to make it to where Link can climb anything, and maybe graphics aren't as much. So there's always a balancing act, guys, in anything, right? Fam, what did I just watch? You watched greatness, sir. You watched greatness. So yeah. Why are people comparing Final Fantasy 16 and Zelda, both games? No, people aren't comparing it. I'm simply just giving my opinion on, like, let's say new games coming out and how certain people are wowed about things, right? Like Final Fantasy 16, people were wowed before they even played the game simply because of graphics, right? Because it's a new system, it's exciting. And obviously the gameplay is great too, but clearly it's not as expansive as, if the world's not as big and it's not as expansive. Whereas Nintendo's obviously with their hardware's not as powerful as PS5, so they're focusing on gameplay way more than graphics, So yeah, graphics does take up a lot of engine real estate, so there's a trade-off. I agree with you on that. Yeah, exactly. Like you have to think about it. Like I'm a creator myself, right? So I can focus on, let's say, a few different things in my videos. Like I have time to focus on. Hey, I can focus on the highest quality presentation. I can put in there really cool animations, or I can put in there other things, but I might not have the time to do that. So I have to put in other things instead. I can put in really cool skits, but I might not have the time to do that. So it just depends. It's always a balancing act. Any video can be made better. Any video can be added. It's just the amount of time that you have, right? So I think that's the thing. Like you work with what you have and what you're using. So for some developers, it's going to be, hey, we're going in this direction. For other developers, hey, we're going in this direction. With this hardware, obviously with the Switch, hey, we're going to go in this direction, But I think that even like when the Switch 2 comes out, I don't really think that you're going to be able to probably play Tears of the Kingdom. There's probably going to be some type of update or patch or Switch 2 version of the game or whatever the case is, right? And it's going to look better, it's going to run better, it's going to do whatever, but it's still going to be like, it's still going to have the general same look because they focused on gameplay more so than anything, right? The older game that looked amazing, but can it beat like 3 to 5 hours? We'll never touch it again. Yeah, I want realism, I'll just walk outside. Bethesda games are generally very jank. Yeah, that's true. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. True, OJ. That's why Bethesda RPGs are so broken. Creators have yet they say yes, you can do that, and the player then no, yeah. But as a toy company, they're focused on direction and gameplay, not graphics. The graphics argument 4090 makes PS5 and Xbox Series look outdated. I mean, to a degree, I guess, right? Because I think maybe some people were expecting a bit more, obviously, but that's okay. Like, I don't think that's a problem. Like, I don't think that's a problem for me, at least. So I don't think, like, if some people are upset with whatever that or whatever the case is, at all, you know. So yeah, I don't have a problem with it. You know, I see like a post right here from side scrollers. They're like, Tears of the Kingdom gameplay controversy. Is Adam impressed? Like, some people aren't gonna like it. Some people think, oh, well, it doesn't look good enough, or there's an issue there, and that's fine. They're all gonna play it though. Like, everyone's gonna play the game and figure that out for themselves at the end of the day. Like, I think that we're all gonna play the game and say, okay, they've done this correctly or they didn't do this correctly. So at the end of the day, we're all intrigued enough to play the game. And I think that they're hiding and they're holding back. So like the story and other elements that are very exciting, they're not going to show all that. But the fusion system is very cool. It's very, very, very cool, you know? The funny thing is, the modern look will take more over time than beautiful art style. I think that it's getting less and less a problem now in today's day, because we've advanced in 3D graphics now. We're into 3D. We're in the what? Let's see, 5th gen, 6th gen, 7th gen, 8th gen, 9th gen. We're 5 gens into 3D graphics. So when you're that far deep into it, since the law of diminishing returns is catching up, it's like, let's just say 5 more gens from now, it's not going to look as bad as 5 gens previously. You see what I'm saying? So aging gracefully or not, it's not going to be as bad. Early, like 5 gens ago or 4 gens ago, games didn't look as good because they were still early in the graphics with 3D graphics, but now that things are looking so much better. It's the same reason why you can take a PS2 or 360 game and you can up-res it or whatever, and it still looks pretty good, right? At times it can look very good because the law of diminishing returns. So 5 gens from now or 4 gens from now, I don't think it's going to be as bad as right now 5 gens from now, right? So you're right in terms of art style is definitely going to be a bit better, but, you know, I think that it's not going to be as bad like when we go forward in the future. Like, so PS5 and Xbox Series games, looking at those games 2, 3, 4 gens from now is not going to be as bad as looking at games, I guess, 2, 3, 4 gens from them when we have it at this point, because of the law of diminishing returns, all right? So that's how I feel. Let's see here. I think a game like Ragnarok's visuals will hold, but something like Last of Us or RE4 Remake won't. I think a game, yeah, once again, it depends. Like, I think that RE4's graphics I think they're going to hold up. I think that they're going to hold up very well. Now, maybe not everywhere, right? Because there are some areas maybe, but environmental wise, like when it comes to like the character models and all that, I think for the most part it'll hold up. But yeah, I can maybe see RE4 not holding up as good, but RE4 runs at 60 frames per second. So they did sacrifice, you know, some of that. And also it's a cross-platform game. But I think that when you go back and look at it, people are going to say, wow, this was pretty good for like when the PS8 comes out, people are going to be like, okay, the PS4 was able to handle this game. That's not too bad. You know, just like we look back like at the PS2 and be like, hey man, that was actually still pretty good. We look back at the game, we say, hey man, that was actually still pretty good. So I think the same thing will be said with like when the PS7 or PS8 comes out, people will still look back and say, okay, that still looks pretty good. You know, it won't be too bad in my opinion. You know, I say art style greater than graphics. I mean, yeah, for some people, absolutely. So, as a massive Zelda fan, I might wanted to see more of a bit of graphics, but I'll be honest, the game is going to be amazing. Oh yeah, I can definitely see that, but I don't think that there's a lot of headroom, really, for them to improve the graphics. So I don't think that the focus on that, like, the system just isn't strong enough to be able to improve the graphics of a world that big and also have all that new stuff. They definitely use whatever extra power or whatever they had with the Switch to make that creation system and to make it even more crazy than what it was before. So I think that's the biggest, that's the biggest thing. So yeah, it would have been great, but that would have came at the cost of maybe some other things. So yeah. So it's all good though. So it's all good. Like, for example, like John Riggs, who's more of an old school guy, says, I'm old. I just want a copy of Tears of the Kingdom without all the crafting nonsense. Just give me some enemies, do the dungeons, get an item, kill the boss using the newly found item, walk into a waterfall, giant elven fairies. Yeah, like some people still want that old school style of Zelda. I I personally don't. We did that for decades. I want new ideas and creative new ways. Like, we would have never got Breath of the Wild if they don't try new things. So I don't want that. We already had a million Zeldas that are like that. So I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. That is just me. Let's see here. That's what the remakes and Link's Awakening are for. Yeah, I mean, the remakes, obviously, that, you know, we had Link's Awakening, we had Skyward Sword. Those are all things, and maybe we get like a Twilight Princess remake. Maybe we get like a Wind Waker remake. But yeah, those are what remakes are for. You know, those are exactly what remakes are for. So, yeah. So yeah, it's time Zelda moved out of the Ocarina of Time and Shadow and try something new. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, I know there's gonna be some people that want the old school format. Heck, I'm like that with you know, I'm like that with many other franchises and stuff like that, where you know, where I would like, you know, more of the old school style, but I'm okay with it, like with them trying new things, you know. So I'm fine with that, but it's all good, you know. Everyone's that's why I'm reading opinions that are on both sides, you know. But speaking of both sides, we're gonna go ahead and end this stream, and you guys can check out my YouTube side of things where I talked about various different stuff, guys. I will have a video up going over my reaction to everything, but if you haven't seen my big Nintendo next-gen Nintendo Switch 2 possible launch games, check out that video, guys. It is up on the channel. I'm gonna copy and paste the link in the chat here. So there's the link on YouTube. If you have not watched that video yet, make sure you check it out. Watch the video. It is dope. Shout outs to everybody who joined me today. Great attendance. It was a ton of fun. I know you guys are probably gonna get back to doing whatever you're doing for the day or for the evening. But thank you guys so much for watching. Check out that video if you haven't seen it already. It's getting near 10,000 views, so I'd love for it to get near 10,000 views. That would be great if you can get that done. I would love for that to happen, and get that 10,000 views on there. Shout outs to everybody who subbed, everybody who donated, everybody who showed up to the stream today. It was a ton of fun. And yeah, we will be back. We will be back tomorrow for more streaming and more content. So thank you guys so much. Watch the video. Check it out, man. Hit the like button before you go. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. Yeah, let me check out that video that I had. It's got how many views? It's got nearly 9K. So check out that video. Help that video get to 10K views. That would be great if you guys can help it to get to 10K views. That would be awesome. Awesome, super possum. You know what I'm saying? And shout outs also my buy now video. If you haven't seen that video yet, check it out. My 10 Switch games to buy now before they're rare. That video is definitely jumping up in views as well. Started out a bit slow, which I expected it to, and then it jumped up. So I'm gonna link that as well. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. I will have my I don't know if I'm gonna have my full reaction up or if I'm just gonna go. I have like my reaction to like the gameplay like up. I have like a separate video that I can upload. I don't know if you guys want me to upload that. I can if you want, but what do you guys think? Do you guys want me to upload? Because I did just the gameplay and my reaction plus like right afterwards. So it's about 18 minutes long. You guys want me to upload that separately? Press 1 in the chat if you guys would watch that. If you guys would watch it, I'll do it. It might get crap views, but I'll do it if you guys want me to. Or do you guys just want the whole archive uploaded of the whole stream? So which one do you guys want? Because I can do both or I can do either or. So you guys let me know. Yeah, you should absolutely play Astral Chain. I'll watch it, whatever. Okay, cool. She's gonna make me buy more games for my Switch. I'll make you buy more games for your Switch. Okay, why? One. Okay, so it seems like you guys do want it, the whole thing. Okay, you just want the whole thing, Troy. Okay, so maybe we'll do both. Maybe we'll have both of them. Okay. All right, so let me work on a thumbnail real quick. I'll work on a thumbnail. I'll make that thumbnail for it. Like, I'll make like a separate thumbnail. And then I will upload that. I'll have it up on the channel. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go work on that. We might have a stream later. We might not. I'm not 100% sure. So we might have one, we might not. So just hit the notification bell, subscribe if you're someone new. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So all right, guys, love y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys see like the whole archive. We're gonna do that because that's gonna have good views. And then I'll put some clickbait title and I'll upload the gameplay stuff. So all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Love y'all. Peace. Shout outs to, first of all, thank you guys for all the donations today. Like, for real, like, thank you guys for all the support and donations today. Like, I want to make sure that I say that because you guys were awesome. You guys helped me this stream. Like, the fact that I didn't have any video this morning, I felt so relaxed. Sorry, I am rambling now. At this point, we're rambling because we're going on for how many hours now. But I felt so relaxed this morning because I knew that, yo, like, you guys are going to show up to the stream. You guys are going to support, whatever the case is. So it makes me feel more comfortable being able just to really focus, like, my day around a stream, right? And interacting with you guys more so than me. I have to have a video up. I have to have this. I have to have that. So thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys for your memberships. That's what makes it go to where I don't have to worry about that, right? And we can create content as we go instead of having something already ready and say, okay, I gotta have this up because I gotta make this, you know? So you guys ease my mind a bit. You guys make it to where you make my job a bit easier, the streaming and all that, and you guys make it to where I can focus on the streaming, which we are gonna do more. So thank you guys so much. Yo, Kawaki, is it Kawake? I don't know how to say it, the creator. Yo, thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Hit the notification bell, guys. And thank you guys for the donations. Thank you guys for your super chats. Thank you guys for your tips. Thank you guys for the memberships. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, awesome stuff. So, all right. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And we will see you guys for the next one. All right, guys. Peace.